Medical units stand by. 30 seconds to contact. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
We got him. Let's go.
Good evening to all you art aficionados and comic book connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Proof of Comics. As Chris says, babes. Yes. So this is also Australia's #1 podcast in the morning on Tuesdays. I think it's their Wednesdays. They're like ahead of us.
Yeah. Corey woke up early this morning.
I know, right? You'd think like Australia would be further in advance in technology and futuristic stuff since they're one day ahead of us, but I don't know what's going on with that. We got Zombie Boy here in the chat saying, "Woo! How you doing, Zombie? Nice to see you, man. How's your project coming along? I hope your start is going well." He's got a new project as well. You can let me hold on. Let me give you the wrench here in the chat. I'm gonna go on YouTube for that. Give him the wrench so he can paste his campaign, because Zombie Boy's a regular in the chat.
Okay.
He always says "woo" though, so you know that means it means he's reliable. He won't say anything else other than "woo," so we're safe.
Yeah. You know? What I find strange, if I'm looking at YouTube on my phone, it's still a wrench, but if I'm looking at it on the computer, it's like this little shield shape now.
Yes,
that's what's going on there.
Yes, because you're part of the army. You're a protectorate.
Whoa. That means you get to die for us.
Yes.
Pretty. That means I don't have to work tomorrow.
Okay, so Zombie Boy, you will need to kneel before us and accept the title of standard moderator to protect, defend, and promote campaigns of the highest standard. Here you go, sir.
Whoa.
Yeah. The rest of his name?
And we'll also do Chris. Chris, kneel before the court as I add you as a standard moderator to protect the chat and as well as promote campaigns.
Hell yeah. Thanks.
This is a mild honor.
And Wrangler here. So the wrench is basically to hit people on the side of the head.
Yeah. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Oh no, I sound like Draw Zombie.
Yeah. Woo!
What's up, Jaw Zombie?
It's infectious, I say.
See, I got him back. I said
Ow.
babes.
Whoa, he's saying other things than woo now. I'm like
Dang.
maybe I should
It's
take away his
learning.
wrench now. He's unpredictable.
No, the wrench enabled him to say more.
Oh,
Yeah, you've unlocked his language.
he was locked into to woo.
What a world we live in.
Oh my.
Draw Zombie got a power up.
Yeah.
He did. He was on Katie's show last Friday or Monday?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, promoting his campaign, and I've got to add that stuff to
I
the
love
website. But I've been
the Gator.
I've been neglecting the website so I could not neglect the comic book. It feels like I'm always like choosing what am I going to neglect today?
Torn between two lovers.
Yes. And
Oh,
I
I-
realized I'm going to print. I need to finish this cover.
I am very efficient at neglecting. I neglect a whole bunch of things at once.
What a world we live in.
Sounds like James has a selection of phrases he can say, and he's reusing them.
Thank you. There's a handful I like to lean on.
That he's got it pre-programmed in so he can step away for a few minutes, and then
Yeah.
the lizard mouth moves, and he says, "What a world!" Really, he's out back walking the dog, and we don't know it.
What
I'm
a
feeling right at
crunch
home
rate.
with these pre-programmed phrases because I've been playing like a 2004 Bloodlines Vampire the Masquerade, which is like
Oh,
an RPG from
yes.
22 years ago.
Yeah.
And it failed when it came
Okay.
out. It's it's the same company from that had like 3 programmers that came from the Fallout era, Fallout and what's the other game?
Troika.
Yeah, Troika. And basically
Okay.
they started the game in 2002, but they ended it in 2004 and
they
a
got
little bit
screwed
too
by Valve.
early. It was made with the Source engine, so the same
Yep.
engine that Valve developed. But
Yeah.
like they were one of the first to use the engine, so it wasn't fully developed.
Okay.
And they also had to wait for Valve's game to come out first.
Yep.
A couple of conditions that had to play. But I'm going back to it. You need to use a special patch for it to work. And there's other patches to kind of like mods on top of it to bring forth some of the stuff that was not completed. And it's really fun because it's faithful to the tabletop RPG. So that's something we
Yes.
don't see today as much as being faithful to the source material because they just came out with Bloodlines 2, which is absolute
Ugh.
trash. It's not even an
Yeah.
RPG apparently. So it's like you can ignore
Well,
that.
Yeah.
Well, they got rid of Chris Avallone, and that right there is a kiss of death because he and Amy Hennig are like the absolute best like narrative designers in the industry.
Oh,
And if,
yeah.
you know, if you kick either of those out, like you're hurting your project big time.
Because I think that's the strength because that's the strength of the game is the role play because you can play
Yeah.
like any
Role-
clan
yeah.
and most clans are kind of similar, but you've got these
Malkavian.
Malkavian where you're just batshit insane. So nothing
Yes!
you say
Fucking
actually makes any sense. You're like straight out of the loony bin. It's like you're a Democrat, basically. It's a Democrat simulator.
Dude, well, here's the thing about the Malkavians is like they're crazy, like they're full blown batshit crazy. But when they start saying things in their dialogue and they start giving weird options, they're actually being like they're spoiling, like they already know things. Like
Yeah.
you remember the chick there, the one at the bar, the hot Harley Quinn looking one?
Yeah, Jeanette.
Yeah, they already knew that Jeanette was multiple personality.
Yeah.
They're like the two-faced sister.
That's kind of their curse. They're like what's the Greek goddess that could foretell the
Cassandra.
future, but nobody believed her.
Yeah, Cassandra.
Cassandra, yeah. So basically, she's prophetic. She sees the future, but everyone thinks she's just insane, and nobody believes her. So
Oh no,
I'm telling you, don't take the vaccine. Sure, Cassandra.
I don't know. When I
Remember
think
the-
Cassandra, all I could think of is Tia Carrera in Wayne's World.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
she will be mine. but in Vampire the Masquerade Blood, God, that's a mouthful to say. My favorite was I played a female Malkavian, and I went up to the weapons dealer, and I originally played the game as a Ventru, who are like the Thaumaturge, the Blood Magi. they're not true vampires. They just magically.
No, the
themselves.
Ventrue are the leaders, so they're the.
Oh, I'm
dominators.
sorry.
You're thinking of the
Tremere.
Tremere, yeah. You don't
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to put one over me, Chris. I played vampire for 10 years.
well, okay. So I played the Blood Mage, and I found him to be very vanilla and dry. So I went through. I'm like, that's it. I got to go Malkavian. So I made this hot, like Harley Quinn looking, spastic. What is it? The manic pixie dream girl thing. And like the weapons dealer dialogue was some of the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. Because like he's this big fat black guy with an afro, and he's like, "Yo, shop's open. You want to like they call me? No, is it like the guys call me arms dealer, the girls call me oh Lord, and like when she came in, my character's the crazy bitch. She's like, damn baby girl, you've been hitting the crack pipe a little too hard.
I'm gonna have to give this TTRPG a crack one of these days. I wonder if I could play a character called Edgar Frog.
What?
But Bootlegger Entertainment and Scribe Comics have joined us in the chat.
Yeah,
What's up, guys?
We just got a big dump in the chat with StreamYards because it's hard to tell now. It seems unreliable.
Yeah, I got to go open this up on the YouTube and put it on the other screen because a lot of times I don't know what's going on with the StreamYard chats, but you look over on YouTube and they're there like 5 minutes before they pop up in our StreamYard aggregate.
Corey says, I tried to play it, didn't get far. Well, I'm not far yet, and there are bugs. Like I've got a bug at some place where I need a key to get from a dryer that's supposed to open because it's a haunted hotel.
Dude, that's one of the best missions of the game.
Yeah, but the dryer's not triggering. I can't get the key. So I can't get that mission done at the moment. So I'm going to have to either do a workaround by getting my lock picking skills up or figure a way to get that to trigger.
Dude, that was one of the best scary
dude, it's so amazing. Like I turned out all the lights, put like headphones on, and I'm not kidding, man. You get shivers. Like it's really, it's a horror film. It's well scripted. It's good stuff, and the graphics are dated, but it's the audio, the setup, the story, everything is really, really well made, and they're standing on the shoulder of giants with the whole vampire lore that's been built before them. So that's always nice. Zombie says, I never beat it, but I got far, I think. Half-Life 2 is the shiz. Alex is still hot. I bought the game. Haven't played it yet. I've got a shit ton of games on my Steam Deck that I have not even opened yet. It's I feel like a real gamer now. I've got a bunch of them.
The collection that never touch.
Malkavian. I'll get around to it. I'm just like, dude, I put aside games when I left my parents' place like 30 years ago. So basically I've got 30 years of gaming to catch up, which is great because I know ahead of time which are the ones that are worth the time and which are not. Bootlegger Chris, another Chris here, says the proof, as they say, is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Indian pudding.
Indian pudding, right? We were talking about that earlier. I wonder how she's looking these days. Who are we talking about now?
Alex,
perhaps Tia Carrera. I mentioned her earlier.
Oh, Tia Carrera.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
what up, Scribe? How you doing, Rosario? Nice to see you, man. Fellow Commando. Check us out on Commandos on Saturdays. Yes, sir.
Hail!
Scribe. Frog Brothers.
That's right, Bootlegger. Frog Brothers all the way. Your Frog will mess up that game.
What the fuck? Played Vampire Masquerade, but not Half-Life 2? I'm telling you, I've got 30 years of stuff to catch up on.
Yeah, so if I play that game, do I want to play the Frog Brothers or the Winchester Brothers?
Which game?
The Vampire Masquerade, if you can play as Corey Feldman or Corey.
Yeah.
Dean Winchester.
Right. I want to see the Winchesters and the Frogs team up together and invade Castlevania.
The Winchesters and the Frogs.
Yes.
It sounds like a comic book.
I don't know what you guys.
Well, there was Reign of Frogs. There's a comic book.
So there's a movie called Lost Boys with Corey Feldman and Corey.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Those were the Frog Brothers. Those two characters.
Well, Corey Feldman was one of the Frog Brothers. I can't remember the actor's name. Played the other. Corey Haim was not one of the Frog Brothers.
No, he was the main character.
Yeah, and then in Lost Boys 2, just don't bother watching it. It was total crap. Lost Boys 3, The Thirst. It's worth a watch. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it was fun. So
I
would
would
say
second
give
world
it a
player.
shot.
I don't know if you remember, but 80s and 90s sequels were not. You could skip all sequels. All sequels were bad.
You could typically skip the second one and the third one, and it was a little bit better.
There's
Kinda
two
made it come back.
exceptions to the sequels rule
Terminator.
from the 80s and 90s.
Oh.
And that is, Terminator 2 and The Empire Strikes Back. Those were the outliers. People were surprised. Oh my God, the second one's actually
better.
Good?
Well,
yeah,
what
not
about
only
Evil
good,
Dead?
but better. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Like Evil Dead, like the second one, Evil Dead 2, is like a remake of Evil Dead 1 with a better budget and it flows better. And then
it picked right up where the first one left off.
Well, it did, but it kind of
They kind of rehashed,
Yeah, like if you started the Evil Dead franchise with number 2, I don't think you'd miss much.
And for those in the chat that have not watched Terminator 2, here's a quick clip.
What are you doing in here? Well, don't stare.
Pretty sure that's from Terminator 2.
You know, Linda Hamilton, she was gorgeous there. When I met her, she was a lot older.
What? You met her?
Remember her in the
Yeah, she
TV
worked
series
on
Beauty and the Beast?
Oh yeah, with that guy that didn't need makeup, Ron Perlman. Linda Hamilton was on the Defiance show. That horrible video game / TV show game or TV show Sci-Fi Channel thing.
I don't remember that.
And you were involved with that?
Yeah. I probably.
Which one? I just sat down again.
I probably spoke about it way too much. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No.
We're curious. I don't know anyone who's met Linda Hamilton, so that's quite.
She was in Defiance, the show.
Yeah. She's really nice. In fact, like most of those celebrities, like when I lived in Southern California, like the celebrities that I met, I wanted to kick them down a flight of, or like down an elevator shaft or something. But like occasionally you'd meet one that was like, wow, he's actually a pretty cool dude. Like, God, what was it? We had basically Defiance was like the retirement home for the Dexter cast. So everybody on the show, like Julie Benz was on it. She was the first season or early season girlfriend, wife, or whatever of Dexter. And she was nice, but I think she liked her dogs more than she liked the video game. Yeah.
Kind of like how Gargoyles was the retirement home for Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yes.
Wait, when you say she liked her dogs more than the video game, did you give her an ultimatum? Okay, it's your dogs or the job. Choose.
Well, when they came in to do like a meet and greet, so what's his name? Grant Bowler, who played he was in that vampires werewolf show with Anna Paquin.
True Blood.
Yeah, so he was on True Blood as like a werewolf or something. But dude, that guy, like, he's a gamer, like legit. Like you can't fake that shit. We hosted a bunch of video game like multiplayer servers, a third-person shooter game, and he had his headset on, and we added a special Grant Bowler character, or his character is like something Nolan or whatever his character's name was, from the TV show, and it looked just like him. The character was like a 1-for-1 scan and everything. And he's in there shit talking like a early Xbox Live kind of person, and they're like, "Hey, that guy looks just like Grant Bowler." He's like, "It's because I am." And it was like
my server bit.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, yeah. You thought you were going to play on this server? No, it's just going to be several respawns for you. But there was a promotional thing or whatever, and like we were watching some of the promotional things, and Grant Bowler's there, and he's like playing the game, totally knows what he's doing, talking about it, like, yeah, we got a TV show, we got a video game, blah blah blah, it's really cool. And then she's like hands the controls to Julie Benz, and it was just like you could hear like The Price is Right, like burp, 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 like, like she like couldn't look, like she was like looking down at the ground and she couldn't move. Didn't know how to work a controller, like the coordination of it was like watching a Parkinson's patient trying to ice skate.
Oh,
it was really bad.
Yeah, some
And,
people have never played games. It's just
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
yeah. It's weird because we would think things that are just intuitive to us aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, like you hand someone a controller, they're not going to think push down the B button to run, but we would just do it almost thoughtlessly.
Yeah,
even in non-Mario games.
maybe
well, just
I
to, like,
haven't used a
look.
controller in years.
Yeah, it was but like when they did like they came into the office and stuff, you know, Grant shaking everybody's hands, you know, we got to meet the cast and stuff. And rest in peace, Graham Greene. That guy's awesome. Or was awesome. He was a Native American actor. He was in like Last of the Mohicans. I think he was in Dance with Wolves. Kind of a pudgy Native American guy. Great guy. And you know, Linda Hamilton was there obviously, but Julie Benz brought her dogs. It was like, "Hi, everybody," and then it was like, no handshake, no nothing, just sit on the chair and talk about her dogs. I was
Wow.
like, okay.
Well, if you want to steal the show, you know, show up with a couple of pooches, and everybody's going to pay attention to them because who doesn't love critters? I mean, come on.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were well trained, nice dogs. I think they were like either Shih Tzus or like it looked like a corgi mix. To be honest, I don't know too much about what kind of breed it was. It was little dogs, but like
They're not
weird. We're all geeking out about like the game, the universe, and stuff. I mean, we had the guy that created the Dothraki language, you know, make up all the alien languages on the show and in the game, and like, you know, all sorts of geek out opportunities. And it's like, no, I want to talk about my Shih Tzus.
Yeah, but I thought most of these celebrities are actually pretty cool if you could get them off social media.
I heard that about a lot of the wacko lefty, like the wrestlers. Like Mick Foley, you know how he's like a really far lefty guy? Like he's really good with fans. Like, you know, he's a couple of my friends, like one of them has a special needs brother. And a guy like literally like just said, no, you know, I know we're supposed to go and everything, but no, I have the time. And yeah, Mick Foley did him a solid. So yeah,
I mean, a lot of
that
those
was my
people are
favorite
like,
era
yeah,
of
they're
WWF.
big-hearted
when he
and
was
they want to
commissioner.
help people because it's just they have a terrible source of information. Right?
Yeah.
Their news source is all fucked up, so they're like, "Oh no, you've got a red hat. You're an evil person, and I'm out in the world doing good, so I must fight the evil." And if they weren't propagandized, you know, from cradle to today, they might actually be decent human beings.
And a lot of them are probably just putting out posts that their PR guys are telling them to put out there so they don't get in trouble with the rest of Hollywood.
yeah, get blacklisted.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard agents have a lot to do with their, like, even a lot of the relationships with, especially megastars, are all fake. They're all like arranged by managers for, you know, publicity, for upcoming movies, or, you know, one of the actors needs to get back in the limelight. You know,
Except for Mark Ruffalo, I'm pretty sure he genuinely believes what he's putting out there.
Oh
Wait.
God, yeah, screw that guy. But speaking of publicists, though, I'd like to personally thank whoever Penny Lane's publicist is, who has been flooding my timeline on X with her catwalk for Victoria's Secret modeling. God bless that woman, and God bless her. Whoever publicized to put that many videos of her walking in a pair of like really super small lingerie with those giant cans just bouncing. Man, all I can think of is a certain singer we all know and love.
That's usually when you play the video, guys. You got to play the video.
Oh,
Look at him. This is what we get, you know.
he's like, I'll be in my bunk.
Right? And going back to my trailer with Linda Hamilton.
Yeah.
Linda, grab me a beer, you bitch.
What are you doing in here? Well, don't.
all right, I won't overuse it.
Go back to the 80s just for a moment.
Yeah, let's have a little bit of our good old party in the '80s.
Sunshine down, so come to town, set your body. Hold me tight, my love tonight. Tell me you believe.
played that
boy.
one in forever, it seems.
I feel like I need to apologize for something.
Well, I listen. I pasted the Penny Lane catwalk, or one of the at least 10 that have crossed my no, not crossed my timeline, graced my timeline.
Grace.
That yeah, I saw that. They're like, some people are like, oh, she's old or whatever. I'm like, I don't care. Like, that to me is a dime.
All
Like,
right,
if
let's
someone were
have
to
a-
ask, yeah, Chris, what's your type? That's my type.
Okay, here is Chris's type, ladies and gentlemen. Is it sharing? Yes. Okay, let me
Oh yeah.
zoom and enhance.
Those look expensive.
Yeah. God, and that's how I acquired a zinc deficiency.
As
Yeah.
one does.
Those are either real or very expensive.
Oh, I don't care. If I won the lottery, I'd definitely pay for that.
Yeah, that's a high
Yeah.
maintenance chick right there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's what is it? A wise friend once said, "Dude, all chicks are gonna cost you money, and they're all messed up. It's all about finding one that's messed up in a way you can live with."
Yeah.
So yeah. Although every jiggle I could hear like a cash register sound effect.
Right. It's the jiggle physics is strong with this one.
Yeah. And it's just been like, there's like 10 or more of those things of the same chick just doing various like modeling things. Like, one, she's dressed like a cowboy and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know who this is, but I'm liking it.
There's a lot of work that goes into jiggle physics, you know.
And then, hello, wavy. Oh, what happened? Just still focus on me now. Focus on me. We're still streaming here, okay? The physics can sometimes break as I'm doing these demos, but never mind that. Next pose, Superman pose. Guys, eyes on me. You can still move your fingers. Oh wow, the boobas have. Oh, okay, well, that would make sense because the boobs have its own physics capsule, so, just try not to get distracted.
Right at the yeah.
They were going fat, like they were going to start traveling through time.
They were about to open a portal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you know,
Man.
sometimes that happens with AI girlfriends.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have their own physics capsule, you see.
So what
Oh.
are you looking for in a woman? She needs to have her own physics capsule.
Your jiggle physics can't transcend time and space.
I don't know. Do you really want that? Imagine that in real life. Oh shit, that's gonna break something.
I mean, it could be a wild night. You know, I don't know if I'd marry her, but
He's definitely gonna wake up with back problems.
Or it could be like what my dad said to socially make a very socially awkward first experience with my college roommate and his girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
He sees a cover. He sees a cover while we're moving in, and on the coffee table is a cover of Maxim magazine with Pamela Anderson, and he goes, "Oh look, it's Pamela Anderson. You know, she's got them big fake tits. I don't know about you, but I'd rather nibble on buttons than get beaten to death by water balloons, eh?" My roommate didn't even know who this guy was. It just wandered in and just went, "What the hell? Some
Right,
English
right.
guy just told me about tits." Oh.
Ta-ta. Yeah, you know, if you're gonna buy them, they're really more of an investment at that point. You know?
Hey, so I was just scrolling through Twitter and I found a little bit of news about the upcoming GTA 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's gonna be the sixth one.
that too. Yeah. GTA
Yes!
6 will feature pride parades and queer representation. The pride parade is confirmed in the game and not just a mod. One is LGBTQ supporters and the other is LGBTQ haters.
Oh
Yes.
my god!
Everyone will be happy.
Yeah.
Unless
their
they
own
prevent you
reasons.
from actually interacting with it, and it's like a hard-coded.
Oh, they'll They'll do that. You remember when they were arresting people for peeling out on their rainbow crosswalks?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
absolutely.
I was tempted to
Wouldn't
do
that
that
be-
once in New London, but I restrained myself.
But we're in a
Wouldn't
new
that be
time
the
now.
best?
The woke is mostly
that would
behind
be
us.
the best in-game mechanic. Where if you peel out on a rainbow crosswalk, you get all the heat on
5
you.
star.
Yeah, instant 5-star.
National Guard's coming.
Yeah. That'd be freaking amazing.
That would be hilarious. I kind of hope they do it just as a freaking gag.
All right, everyone. Bootlegger has got to go to the bathroom. We'll just wait for him.
Okay, take us with you, man. Put us on your phone. We can go together.
Wait, right here he's got to go?
I mean, I'm sure he's got like some sort of bottle.
Oh, what was the movie with Steve Martin? Where he's like,
Planes, Trans, and automobiles.
yeah, no, where he's like, can I go to the bathroom? And he's at a dinner table and he's pretending to be an idiot. Like,
Oh,
is that where he
can I
grew
go to the
up,
bathroom? And he said, and they said yes.
Is that
And he
the one
just
where he
sat there
grew
and
up
looked off
black?
in the distance and goes, much better.
There's one where he grew up black, right?
Yes, that's the jerk.
The jerk.
Woo!
Whoa! The boobas have their own capsule.
Wait, was he reacting to the Asian girl with the virtual boobs or my future future ex-wife Penny Lee?
This is 6 minutes ago, so it might be the boobas. I'm guessing. Knowing Corey, this is what my best guess would be. Do they appreciate? Yeah, well, that's the thing. You need to get a return. You need to get, something.
Dude, Bitcoin boobs.
What's up, Gray?
Hey, Cloud, how you doing, man? Classic.
I like the new avatar you got there, the new profile pic.
He's gray in
Love her.
multiple senses now.
Yeah.
He's a gray alien. So now in 2026, it's the conspiracy theorists that are coming out and saying, no, aliens are not real. Don't trust the government.
That's because as a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist, I must automatically disagree with anything the government says.
Clearly.
So if they come out and confirm everything I've been saying, I'm gonna be like, liars.
Well, you see, speaking of aliens, you see what so they've now officially had Dana Scully join the ranks of Gingerside.
How so?
The new X-Files that's coming out is going to have some blackwashing.
Oh no!
Yeah, somebody posted they did meme, and it was the female actress that they got to for the reboot. Is going to be replacing Dana Scully, who's a hot redhead, and it's like every freaking time they added her to the wall, the memorial of all the gingers that have been replaced.
Well, at this point, it's just they don't know how to do anything else.
Is this a Netflix presentation?
I think it's Fox.
Okay, well, here's my message to you, Fox.
Okay.
Well, Bootlegger's
Bootlegger, that's not Dana Scully. They're completely different characters this time.
I really hope that's the case.
I wonder if it's in the same continuity and it's just we're following different agents now because Mulder and Scully aren't at it anymore.
Remember,
What a
remember when-
country.
No, you remember when they got the T-1000 and that hot Latina to replace Scully and Mulder?
What?
I missed.
yeah.
I remember when Robert Patrick came in because Mulder was now the new case. They were trying to find Mulder, but I didn't keep watching. I missed Latina.
Not a lot of people kept watching.
Well, hold on. I got to look this up. Who?
It was
be right
Agent Doggett and yeah, Agent Doggett and I can't remember the hot Latina chick's name. Oh, was that you, Wrangler? Like
He's doing
Yeah,
deep research. Oh, speaking of which, we have another player has entered the chat. Welcome, Aaron of Immortal Rising.
Hey,
you guys.
What
How
up?
are you gentlemen doing?
man,
Pretty good.
dude.
Marita Covarrubias.
We have Chris here tonight unexpectedly because I used my Canadian powers of weather manipulation.
Dude, so I think Wrangler got it worse than me. Like southern New England got almost destroyed. It's like a meter of snow.
It was miserable out there. I still haven't fully cleared my driveway from this one. I waited till 3:30 in the afternoon yesterday when the wind finally died down. Went out and started working on the snow removal, but then the sun went down. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm off Wednesday. I'll finish it then.
Did you guys see what's happening in New York City with the snow now?
Yeah.
They're
I
asking
hired a
for,
bunch of people and nobody showed up.
they're asking, well, do you know why they didn't show up? So they're asking for volunteers to help the city plow snow because, you know, the financial center of the country can't afford to take care of snow, a totally predictable thing that happens every winter. And he says, we weren't ready for it, you know, because, you know, it's been a long time since we had a snowstorm. The one journalist said, what you mean, like 2 weeks ago? So a lot of people came and wanted to help shovel the snow because you get paid like $20 to $30 an hour. It's not bad.
Yeah.
The thing is, to be accepted by the city to plow snow, you need 2 proofs of ID, which is 2 more than you need to vote in the election.
No quiero morir.
And
Lo
you need
siento.
like photographs of yourself. So you need to have all that stuff ready at the get-go for an emergency plowing intervention.
But not to vote.
Not to vote.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you could have, if you had needed the ID to vote, you wouldn't need to come in and plow snow.
Yep.
Man.
Bootlegger says a meter of snow. What the F is that? You want? I don't know either, but we got
That's-
about 1.5 feet.
That's 3 feet.
Yeah, it said
Okay. No, 3 feet is a yard.
yeah, it's 3 feet. It's a little more than 3 feet.
Yeah, a little more, like a 3 1/3 or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 feet to a yard.
Hey, dude, all I know is I saw the weather, like the accumulation percentages and stuff, or the inch. You know, they measure it in inches here, but they had one where it was like over 37 or 38 feet, 38 inches, and I was just like, "That's
So
like
that's 3
blizzard of
3 feet
78.
2 inches.
Yeah, that's blizzard of 78 levels, like upstate New York.
I
when-
remember that.
Yeah, I was really. I think I was like 4 when that one hit, but yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, we don't
Meters
even
is
have it
what
that bad.
communists and Muslims use.
Oh, sorry.
I thought they used cubits.
Not the ones in Britain.
Cubits is what's cubits is the measurement in the Bible, Wrangler.
Yeah, but remember, Muslims are Abrahamic descent as well.
Yes.
Yeah, the third incarnation of the Abrahamic religions.
I don't know. I
They're
just
about
think they got
500 years
they
behind.
got hoodwinked by a fallen angel. Is my version of the facts.
Yeah.
I'm not going to disagree with you there. But
So Corey, how's that Immortal Rising cover coming along, man?
Ooh.
See that?
Yeah, babes.
It is coming along. He sent me like the latest. What was it yesterday? Maybe.
Yeah.
And it's, man, I'm telling you, his lines are so impressive. I love it. It's coming along nice.
Yeah, because Chris,
Man.
it's not just babes; it's babes and a dragon.
Yes,
Ooh,
the
Dragon
dragon looks badass. By the way, I think you're
Hell
gonna
yeah.
like it.
awesome. Now, when do
Yeah,
Chris's elves get to meet Corey's elves?
I gotta DM Corey sometime.
And they're both elves, but they're very different types of elves, which would make
Yeah.
it kind of interesting.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
have white hair though, so that's good.
So I'm
Yeah.
already. So where do we sign up for the third installment of Immortal Rising, and how do we get that Corey Barton cover? Aaron?
So I haven't since it's not finished yet. I haven't been advertising with it yet. But once I have it, you're gonna see her probably all over the place. So.
Yeah, dude, I remember when the Blue Babe was out. I would see her on Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
That was my first contact with Corey's art, and it was not a bad impression. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right.
Corey, master of the blue babes.
Yeah, because he did one for Lord Otter, right?
Yeah, for Cyanistra, who is a moon elf with blue skin.
Oh,
So he got to do two blue babes with pointy ears.
right.
One had white hair, one had red hair.
Corey says it's going good. I am hoping the pose is aight, and the rack must be perfect too. Those are technical terms for you, and not in the business.
Business.
You got a
Goodness.
wrench. Okay, you're good. Sign up for Immortal Rising number 3 on this
Yes, please.
beautiful URL, and you got the MailChimp working on FMC, which is groundbreaking. I think you're the first one to do it. I believe.
Well,
Whoa.
technically, that was not me. That was actually
loser.
I had to go contact Luke Stone to fix the code, but yeah, it's working.
Yeah,
Hell
he's
yeah.
the bronze medal.
Dude.
And Corey, check out Zan from Farscape. Although she
God,
didn't
yeah.
have hair.
But
But
she's blue.
And she's plant based.
You may
Yep.
have completely forgot about them, but there's also the Avatar movies.
I never went to see those. There was too much hype.
yeah, but they were
When-
all kind of flat.
when the movie
Well,
has too
they
much
had-
hype.
Do you remember when Danny DeVito, like during a random interview, he's like, "If I was one of them blue alien things, I'd totally bang that blue broad."
Yeah, you go, Daddy. You go,
Dude,
Daddy.
and so in the new one,
There's
the
a new
bad guy is a chick, and she's like, the fire tribe or whatever. She's fucking sexy as hell, dude.
Yeah.
For being a blue cartoon or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's
I
not blue.
mean, the Asians
like,
would agree with you.
And
Or
hey,
like
if Marvel's
ashy.
doing all that multiverse stuff, then give us a version of Nebula where she never got cybernetically messed up, so she'd just be a blue babe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I do like
because I
that
think
blue,
I think she was when she still had hair, she was a blonde. So a blue babe with blonde hair, that'd be kind of neat to see.
Really?
Especially when it's played by Karen Gillian. So
I think
Yeah.
I think I've only seen her as a redhead.
Yeah.
Speaking of redheads,
it was
I
in the
have
What
a-
If.
I have a thing for
show.
Mystique with the blue skin and the red head, played by
yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence. Man, that was one
Oh.
hot Marvel.
Okay.
What about
creature?
what about Rebecca Romaine's version?
I enjoyed hers more.
She was good as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my Stamos. Man.
Yeah, and Jennifer Lawrence. Not many people know this, but she was the first action star, female action star.
You know, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she said that.
I heard she actually started pulling back on all the culture war commentary. and
Yeah, she also
kind of-
said, like, who gives a? No one wants to hear what celebrities think of politics.
That's the
Yeah.
same
Right.
thing Ethan,
We'll give her
Ethan Hawke
credit on
just
that.
went
She
through
learned.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did that because they want to salvage their careers.
yeah.
Well,
Like,
yeah, now
someone
that
sent them a
AI is
text.
replacing them.
It's like someone sent them a text in Hollywood. They're like, "You have been chosen to continue your careers. This is where you stay. The rest of them are that's over for them.
Yeah, theirs will
Let
be
them
replaced by
continue.
AI.
We own
Yeah.
Hamilton."
Dude, have you guys
Yeah.
been seeing the Sea Dance
Yes,
Oh,
AI
yes.
stuff?
some of those are so cool, dude.
Yeah,
Like
let
the-
me pull up.
Pull up.
One or two. I'll pull up.
Yeah.
Let me
People
go
are
to
so
my,
gonna get sued for
I-
using that.
No, dude, I like the technology itself is what impressed me more than I get to see John Wick fighting Neo in Terminator. But like they showed that you can use like different art styles, and if you import your own art, Infinite Tale Chronicles animated series coming. You know, that's all I'm saying. Like, it looks so because like he typed in, it was like, do you prefer this style of anime? And it was like 1980s, like like Star Blazers esque,
Good stuff.
or like Cowboy Bebop style, and
If,
it was
if
like
you
showing
think Sea Dance is badass, wait the 3 months before whoever they stole it from releases
Yeah.
a original
it is
version.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Bite dance.
No, I think
roll.
it's already been confirmed
A
that it's
billionaire.
stolen.
Oh,
All right.
There he is. Look at him. I know that guy. He was in that one
Finally,
movie.
someone gets me.
I'm just here for office culture.
Why is it doing that?
It's a hostile machine.
Relax, it's calibrating.
That's kind of awesome.
Our copy jams on paper, his suit jams on reality.
Do not touch the helmet.
I wasn't gonna... Welcome to Dundermillen, Asgard.
I bring my hammer.
How heavy is your hammer?
Only the worthy can lift it.
You keep saying hammer like it's not a hammer.
Please don't do that.
My hammer has legendary power.
It's pretty bad. It's got some
Whoa!
bad morphs between the characters. Let me
Yeah,
grab
like
another
Dwight
one.
got fat.
Yeah, he
This
did. That's
one.
hilarious.
And then he slimmed down, and when he went to lift the hammer,
Okay.
Oh damn!
Why? Oh, he's leaving now. Okay. Oh no, he's not leaving. He's just getting in the other cockpit. It's Russian.
Oh, that's badass.
This is like Macross.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, fuel tanks.
There he goes.
Been inside of those.
Probably had to train really hard to be able to do that.
Watch out.
He's still going.
Yeah, I would.
how many
say,
different cockpits does that thing have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
would
that's
say
what's
that's
retarded.
AI.
Like he just exits the cockpit
Yeah,
to
yeah.
walk around the fucking plane robot to
Like
go
I said,
back
it's
in the
Russian.
cockpit.
It's Russian.
No,
man.
that's the
Zero
flaw with
physics.
AI right now. Is
Yeah, zero
like,
physics.
well, there's no consistency. Like they call it like stable diffusion or whatever,
Object
and there's no
permanence.
stability there.
Yeah.
Well, because like, did you guys see that one of Star Wars where Luke Skywalker builds like the green lightsaber in Beggar's Canyon?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
that looked absolutely amazing. But anybody that is like, that pays attention knows that it's AI because like suddenly like a cave is on the left side and then it changes over to the right,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
and it's like AI's got to figure out how to solve that issue. And once they do that, Hollywood is cooked. Like it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, seeing the
Consistency.
progress they've been making
It's,
from
uh,
year
they-
to year.
I think
What the
they're
fuck
gonna.
kind of timeline you got, buddy.
I
I'm
think they
proud of
already
you.
have the
Like-
tech.
I think I see why we're friendly.
Yeah, it probably already exists. It's just not available to the public yet.
Oh yeah, quantum computing already exists. We're just not available to us yet.
It's all AI, Aaron. I don't know what you're talking about. Holy moly! Yeah, it's pretty good,
Holy,
man.
holy,
The-
soly, toly, poly.
and yeah, the Transformer stuff has been impressive. Like there was one with the dinosaur Transformers that's been.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
So Hollywood is
Didn't
freaking
you
cooked,
tag in
man.
that one, I think.
Say again?
So somebody.
Yeah, I shared that with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was you. It was either you or James.
Yeah.
Man.
Transformers.
Well, that's the thing. A
AI
year
in
from now. So, like,
disguise.
just remember, like, a year and a half, 2 years ago, we could not get characters without a seventh finger.
Yeah,
Right?
or like 100 teeth.
Yeah. And
Will
just look
Smith.
at the state of like Will Smith eating spaghetti, right?
No, I just love that. Like we're getting ever closer to
Yeah.
accessible, like creative, like you know what I mean. Like a lot of like movies and stuff have been so cost prohibitive that like even indie developers are like, I can't like I got to rent all this equipment and I got to finance like my house and stuff just to get like a low budget fit. Now it's like, dude, you can have the entire production studio in like an iPhone app. You know,
I mean, bloated union prices. That's one reason. And I'm not saying that I'm against that. There's a union for film producers, but
I am.
That's what it is.
There, I've got a good AI picture up on mine on my panel.
$200 million,
yeah.
$200 million just to make a halfway decent movie. That's insane, dude.
Hold on, let me bring you up, Wrangler.
He's got a leg. He's got a leg up on it.
Oh, I thought you were sharing something.
Can't be.
Yeah, it's in my panel.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
okay.
pulling back his bow with his leg.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me trying to get Grok to make Alunareth for me, and this is what he came up with.
Oh, I thought this was a pun on Legolas. Like,
No, that's Armalus.
yeah.
That, I was trying to get Grok to make one of my elf characters, and this is what it did.
Oh shit.
Here's another one that's more fantasy based. I don't know if you caught this one.
1950. Like, see, they're capturing like
Look, it's my ex.
cinematography.
No,
The world of
Hit
this
the wall.
age is wicked. The world of this age is ugly.
It's great for concept.
But there remains one man still who is both virtuous and beautiful.
Swordbow.
It's like, take these characters, send them to the puppeteer.
Swordbow.
Swordbow.
we're just saying. Like,
Swordbow,
big,
here?
Big effects, like that creature.
Swordbow.
Way better than
Pocratudinous.
Jim Henson.
Yeah.
I'm sort
It's
of.
an actor that plays He-Man.
Dolph
Oh!
Lundgren?
No, the new He-Man that looks like a kid.
Fuck yeah.
Kevin Sorbo?
Dude, look at the...
I'm here for that. That's awesome.
Is this 80s or gay? I can't tell.
Dude. I mean, I couldn't
looks-
sell in
looks
the
like
80s either.
Let us cover the land
Wow.
with wanton, witchy lasciviousness.
Come on, titty.
What
What
is titties?
Oh, titty!
Flying
I
sword.
like that it's like thrown swords.
I think he's using them like instead of arrows.
It's like Link
He's called
when he has
sword
full
bow.
heart.
You ever see that Sword and the Sorcerer? Where he's like,
Yeah.
yes!
You got that triple.
That's the ultimate fantasy hero right there.
Behold the savage splendor of
Fucking Swordbow.
Swordbow!
That is amazing.
We should have made it Kevin Sorbo.
Oh, that would have been better.
Kevin Sorbo. That's freaking funny.
You're cooked,
Oh.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
No, Cook though.
I think I
But,
worked
like,
with
did
a
you-
guy that he hunts so much. I bet he looks just like that when he's out hunting.
What with the thong and the wood, like what was it,
No.
like the leopard print leg?
The
Yeah.
chaps. The chaps.
With the third arm. Like the dude's super into like bow hunting. Yeah, I can see that Tim.
Nice.
What a world.
But did
Bow
you
hunting
notice
with
the,
his swords. You know how many swords you have to carry around when they're
he's got out like a wheelbarrow behind him. But did you notice the film, like the way it was filmed, like the prompt that they used was like, you know, like early or 70s or 60s or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like that's cool that we're now at a point where we can emulate. You know, it's not just AI now. Now it's like AI in different genres and like different film eras and stuff.
Yeah, you got the texture of the film and everything, and that's one of the
Yeah.
tricks to get it to look less like AI is you pipe it through a filter.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Here he
James,
comes. Here
you're all
comes
set
Speed
up
Racer.
for
Go
You're
go
all s-
Moto.
you're all set up for the negative space.
Yes. Roll
Yeah, right.
the thingamabob.
Let's
I
hit
slept
it.
on that movie. I should go back and people were like, "Oh, the Speed Racer holds
Hit it.
up," you know. So I don't know. Maybe I should go back and rewatch it. It was like, oh, it,
What's missing from this page? The negative space. We read it, we shred it, we tell you the truth. Negative space. Comic reviews.
Jiggle.
I could have sworn I'd given you the larger version of that.
Yeah, give me the larger tip version.
Yeah, I
the
want the-
larger version.
Yeah. So today we're going to be reviewing a special comic. All right.
Oh.
It is one that you've all heard of, you've all read, you've
Oh.
all checked out, you were all there for. It was like you were back in Nam all over again. Okay.
Uh-oh.
This is one for the ages, and it's not this one here. This one sucks, actually. I read it.
Oh.
This was an alt cover. This is actually like a modernized version where the internet exists and like they're trying to get, you know, freaking street races, and his little brother's like this rap icon wannabe dude. I don't like it. It sucks. We're not talking about this. What we're talking about today is a comic that arrived in the mail yesterday, and I got the chance to read.
Oh.
So here we go. You boys ready? Today
yes, sir.
we're going to be talking about ISOM #1.
Oh my!
Oh boy!
God.
That is right, boys. I bought it.
Oh, we just lost connection with James.
Shut it down!
Had internet issues there, James.
Yeah, totally. This is one of the best comics I've ever read in my life.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's actually it's terrible.
Oh.
This feels like
Spoilers.
this feels like first draft of the comic book.
It is.
Oh.
So if you
Well, no.
follow-
I should say before we continue, this is going to be a traditional review. We're going to open it up. You can mention the art as I go along, but all historical stuff we're going to wait until the end. Then you get to get all the historical stuff, or else we're going to be here all day.
No, but real quick, this is his first draft. He did not have a second draft on
I
ISOM.
can tell.
Who's the editor?
No. It's open. This
No.
the names on the bottom are Eric July, Cliff Richards, and Gabe
El
Elaib.
Taib.
I'm reading them upside
Sounds
down.
Muslim.
Was a Superman colorist. He left DC because of the woke stuff to go work for.
Oh, so he did the color?
Yeah.
Good for
Okay,
dude.
so
That's
he's
I'm
really
liking the color actually.
Okay, so the first thing I noticed as soon as I opened this up is this weird combination here. It feels clunky because these two separate art pieces really don't have much to do with each other. Just kind of feel like they're slapped there. And it took me a little while, like actually, flipping through these because I looked at them. There's not really anything wrong with either of these, but they don't really do, they're not saying anything. They don't have anything to do with each other. It feels clunk. And then we turn to the next page and we get ourselves basically our credits. Writer, Eric July, artist, Cliff Richards, and El Taib is the colorist. Right? And then we get this statement here about how important it is that we're making comic books.
Well, that's a lot of crosses.
Yeah, and it's also covered in crosses which appear on the character. So I guess that's just them sort of like, it feels a little weird because you have no idea what it's about, but later on they appear. So, I guess it's just sticking with the theme.
And it appears on the character at the crotch level, which is really disrespectful.
Like around the belt.
I think that's called pandering to the Christian market.
No, we're talking about it appears, and you're saying a little later. Yeah, he means later, as in literally the last page of the book.
So the interesting thing here is like there's actually nothing wrong with all these elements next to each other, but I realize they're actually out of order. Truthfully, this page right here, it should have been right
That's
here.
your inside. Yeah.
It should have been right here on this one. And you could probably have kept this. Honestly, no. I would have put this image right here and then put the image of the girl over here and this one on this side here. So that way you have this huge hopeful message and then this happy, lucky image to at least make it look a bit easier, kind of complementary to the various pages.
Yeah,
of what they're
a narrative.
But they just feel out of place. Yeah. Like somebody who made this never, like whoever approved this hasn't really opened a comic. It feels weird. It just feels weird.
Yeah. And
that's what I get throughout a majority of the comic book is it kind of feels weird.
Gee, I wonder why. Could it be the 3D assets?
Yeah. Oh no.
Now we talked about the colorists. It looks okay, but frankly, the colors on the character's skin when they're kind of in the characters who are kind of black of skin but are in the light kind of look like putty a little bit. Like I get that from their complexions throughout the entire comic book.
Well, you're obviously racist.
Yeah, of course, but this can be true at once. It's hard not to notice. Try to get that out of the glare there. That over here, his skin just kind of looks like putty to me, and it's like.
And did you skip over the first caption of the book? Could you read for us the first caption?
If I can try, because this is another thing I don't like. Is like it's so busy here in this corner.
Yeah, you can't read it.
Should be more over here. But this says West
disappearing.
This is also another thing is weird naming. West Floorspark Uptown 2 weeks ago.
So the comic starts 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. You might actually want to just leave this here.
Why didn't you just start the thing 2 weeks ago and just say that this is the moment where the comic does it? Why 2 weeks ago?
They say
especially when you know what? No, I'll wait for
flashbacks
James to
and
get to it.
dreams.
Yeah,
Don't do flashbacks and dreams. So I don't know.
Uh-oh. I do dreams, damn it.
Okay, so this is another thing that I kept getting confused with. This Floor Spark is one of the dumbest names for anything I've ever heard.
What?
Floor Spark sounds like a vacuum cleaner. And it's the name of the city, I think. Yeah, it's the name of the city because it says here you're at Floor Spark, so it's either the building or the city. But this entire comic book, like I said, feels first draft, short of maybe the paneling, which is just generally acceptable. The writing is really bad. Like I don't know how to say it. Like that's the most first draft writing I've read. A majority of the characters were clearly like they just sound like Rippa. Like a majority of these characters are written like Rippa, and there's a lot, and I mean a lot of redundancy in the prose. Like they use so much words over and over and over again.
What?
Like there's a lot of he, there's a lot of we's over and over again, and it gets tiresome. There's like they got you period, and then start off the next sentence in the same bubble with the word you. And I'm reading this and I'm just laughing, smacking my head, smacking this comic book over my head as I'm going through it because it seems so like it looks like a traditional regular comic book, but everything about it feels like it's a parody gone wrong in the driest form possible. And like it's halfway done. Like I feel like this is a 400-page comic book. Like because
it feels like
I'll get to that.
400 page when you start.
Yes, it feels like a 400-page comic book because we story-wise, this only covers the first act of an entire story.
The spoilers. There's no story that comes after.
No, there is a story, but it's just the first act. This is just the first act, and it's not even a good one. It's a rushed first act, which is crazy because they waste so much pages, and it still feels rushed.
24.
And I think it's because there's so much bloat that it doesn't actually have much to do with the story and feels like it's trying to set up the universe. Like right here, I had to read twice because like this guy says this border patrol agent looking woman comes out and tells this guy here she's back, and we have no idea who she is. And we instantly cut to another location somewhere else, and we get introduced to Avery, our main character. And actually, overall introductions, I think this is done okay. It's kind of hard to ruin this dialogue, but he tries.
He tries.
There's just so much across the place.
I gotta do a quick note about his name. So his name is Avery Silman.
Okay,
and if you pronounce it. If you pronounce it differently, it's the same as a very silly man.
A very silly man.
Yeah, I believe that.
Okay.
I
actually
if you've ever listened to him talk or have been in a conversation with him, you'll know that he doesn't say anything, but he'll say a lot of words. It's like they say the empty can rattles the most. And it's
so okay, you're at a part here where you said you had to read things twice to figure out.
Yeah.
I really like, and again, this is me. So like anybody that's listening, that's like, oh, they're just like to shit all over Eric July's book because they're CG. No, I genuinely felt stupid reading the book because I didn't realize who this chick was talking about. Like when Avery gets the phone call about a girl, I thought it was either an ex-girlfriend or something.
Yes, something very personal. But no,
I didn't realize.
Intern. It's an intern at her company.
Yeah, I thought and then I thought it was like his sister.
I knew it was an intern here. That's the thing. She's introduced as an intern through this very, 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 very bloated conversation, which shouldn't be this bloated because they repeat so much crap. And we're introduced as, I think this guy's name is Sam, who also have a little bit of putty skin going on, and his hat feels super smooth. But like it just feels so surreal. The writing kept just taking me off, and stopped and looked at this image for about like 5 minutes for a number of reasons. One, he has what I'm going to call Avery face. I'm going to call that Avery face.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and that was hilarious. But not only that, but he feels like he's floating over everything. He doesn't feel like he's actually in the shot. He doesn't feel he's part of the world. He feels like
he's not hand drawn.
It's a 3D model. Yeah,
It's a 3D model that he placed a 3D model and he inked it.
And then
But
finally, we get it. Go ahead.
I don't want to interrupt, but like maybe I'm wrong on this, and feel free to shit on me for this. But like, why would you dedicate an entire full page image to something that has no action? It's not an establishing shot.
That's true. He's just
it's literally just a dude walking, and you get this whole page dedicated to it. And it's not even in a position where it's like a turn, a page turn where it's on the right, where you're like, oh, what's going on?
He just
like that bottom right picture would have been a better full page.
It would have.
Image.
It would have. And it's not bad either. I think that would have been a great full page to turn into. So you get introduced to this action that has nothing to do with the story. It actually, this further confused me. First off, this was actually done quite well. I was able to follow this page pretty nicely, though there is like a lot of text jumbled in here at once, but you got to set up where characters are. I guess, even though it says it's somewhere you would not want to be, I guess that's where it's at. And we go to our next shot where we get another opening shot of Yaira here, who I thought, okay, this is interesting. We got this other character. She's probably going to be like, the second foil of the story. She's going to get somehow entangled with him in this journey to find the intern. But she's starting off by fighting the police. And we go to these general panels here, which are good for storytelling. We start off with this one here, where she's going down towards this police wearing green. And then she's getting punched in the face by someone else wearing green from the opposite sort of viewpoint. And it took me a second to realize it wasn't these guys, but it was some other person that was non-established anywhere coming in the frame. And they have an all right fight sequence. I can follow it good. We get these green people. The lanterns come into play, and they get their ass kicked pretty quickly by Yaira.
Lanterns.
And once again, I still have no idea what's going on here, and I think she's a bad guy. But then we get introduced to the crew. And I never seen a more uninspired off the Chinese market.
Look at that. That design there is no design. That's it. The design is that there is no design.
No, there's a design. It just looks like it's ripped off. Like he looks like a rip-off green Superman. He looks like a rip-off green Rocketeer.
Sure.
Just change the helmet and the jacket a little bit, and you got the Rocketeer.
Hey, what's up, Derek?
Welcome,
and then
Derek.
she's just generic Supergirl 9000. And I think the idea to make them all green and the shading so minimal in between.
Dull green.
It just green's my favorite color. Green is my favorite color. And this looks ugly. This looks lazy.
It looks subdued too. Like if these are your superheroes, make the color more vibrant, where they're larger than life, and they're almost blending into the background, even though they're literally the main foreground focus.
And they have nothing to do with anything past this point. Not that they had much to do with much, because the very reason they're fighting Yaira is never established. The only thing is that she ends up knocking out Avery to get him to the next plot beat, which is the only thing. And then this is where some bad writing starts to begin. Let's just point out the putty skin. I'm once again calling it putty skin. Okay, I'm sorry, but it looks like there's just an extreme lack of detail, and it's just so smooth. It's just so smooth. It looks like putty.
It's a smooth brother.
Well, that's cocoa butter oil.
Yeah, exactly. That's a smooth brother.
Okay, so this is where really, really bad writing happens, because this is one thing that's like one of the greatest sins to writing. You have this one character here essentially says like, yo, man, We've known each other since high school. Here's this story that has nothing to do with you just asked me to establish our friendship.
As you know.
No.
Oh, damn it. You got me.
And then we set up the bad guy, but like he comes out of nowhere. He's an old friend that's not been talked about at all. We didn't even know he was a friend until he directly told us, as you know, we are friends. And this is our history.
That's what I always say. Oh, hey, Aaron, as you know, we are friends.
Myself,
here's a question.
Why is his friend so angry with them? I have no idea.
So let's play
black.
one of these things is not like the other. On the left page, okay. Let's remember how I was just shitting on AI for like not being able to maintain stable diffusion and give you a consistent location.
Turn off this light here.
If you go, you know the whole 180 rule, like the guy's on his right side, or I'm sorry, he's on his left side. Now he's on his right side. Now he's back on his left side. Like, is this guy like bobbing and weaving while he's talking? Like,
fuck yeah, he is.
You know, it just like I mean, the character's distinct enough so you know who he is. Yeah, but yeah, you're right though. Like about how his voice sounds very like the writer.
Yeah,
like nobody has a distinct voice here.
None of us. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. If they're black, they sound like Ripa. Okay, there you go. Which is half the cast. Yeah. Very few of them actually have their own voice. I'm not saying not all of them do, but a large majority of them don't. And it sticks out horrifically all the way through.
Ripa himself is a character, you know, so I'm not surprised.
A majority of these characters talk exactly like Ripa. Sometimes it feels like they're just having like Ripa having a conversation with himself. And then let's get to this action because this is the weirdest action. I have no idea why, but everything throughout this page starts off feeling weird. This one feels okay, but the background feels so disconnected from the foreground here. And the same goes for just about all these characters. They feel so misplaced and detached from the actual scene. It just feels weird. And then we get into the action that like all of it feels like it's lacking a form of motion to it. And I like first off, this gore here, I have no idea what the hell's happening. Like,
that was edited out in subsequent versions when he reprinted the book. He edited out that panel because everyone was pointing how it made no sense.
No, I thought it was he recolored.
Not only that, but his
red to
hand
blue.
doesn't feel like it's actually in there. It feels placed over, and then the blood was thrown over the hand. No idea what's happening here. Like he punches this guy, and then suddenly he just keeps kicking all their asses. It feels weird. It genuinely feels weird. All the action feels off. And you know, art wise, I'll say this: it looks good art wise. Like, you know, whoever drew it, you did a good job with the separate aspects. But when you put them together, it doesn't feel like it actually belongs there. It was clearly made, like it was not drawn as a single image. A lot of this, it was made separately and tried to blend in unsuccessfully.
Yeah, because they all look perfect because this is not a
like
joke.
This
they're
shirt looks real nice. I like
they're
the
actually
folds in his
3D
shirt.
models, James. Like
he drew over 3D models.
He like added 3D models and then traced over.
It
so
shows.
They all look anatomically perfect, but there's no dynamism to it. There's no. Like,
It shows all the way through, and it's an uncanny valley.
Yes.
That just goes throughout the entire comic book. This half of a story, like a quarter of a story. Because like I said, he fights this guy, he gets his ass kicked.
Oh yeah.
And then he finally runs into Yaira. I think the use of color, you put blue behind there showing, look, it's Yaira, yay. I guess she was getting her ass kicked the same time, got punched into frame from one side, and he got punched into frame from the other. Though this looks weird, though. That one for it looks like he's falling downward and she's falling downward rather than smacking into each other there.
Cool.
And
the
then
arc.
this punch there looks freaking awkward. That looks awkward. That looks once again like it's placed over each other.
Yeah, but the lettering is great though.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, it's
Too bad
Eric
what these
Weathers.
lettering sucks. There's a lot of repetitiveness throughout the conversations.
Yeah, well,
Luckily,
it's never been edited down. There's no editing. It's the
It
first
shows.
draft. Like you could have cut it in half, if not like by 75%.
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do like this panel where it shows
You guys
her
are so
running
harsh.
forward in the different echoes of Yaira. That looks nice design wise, but once again, I'm just gonna repeat myself with the character stuff because it's just continuously permeates everything. Story wise, like I said, it's everywhere. He fights. Let's go back. Right? How long has he been fighting Yaira? I say this because she doesn't appear again. Doesn't have anything to do with the story so far.
Nope.
She just
Okay, that's one
she just
page.
shows up and beats his ass.
2
That's
page,
it. Yeah. And then
3
done.
page, 4 page, 5 page, 6 page, 7 page,
Boom.
and 7 pages of something that doesn't have anything to do with the story. And then these guys show back up again, these superhero fake guys,
Yeah, Albacore.
Aw.
whatever. They show up and we never see them again either. They're just here now. And for some reason, like this was jarring for me, but felt so perfect for this comic to have some random ass girl advertisement in a comic book just here because like
That's
this
his
was
wife's. That's his wife's Etsy store. Or
oh my
boutique or
gosh,
whatever.
well, like
Right
this
next
is
to
the
the
first
fucking-
modern comic I picked up that's actually had an ad in it, which I would expect from a Marvel or a DC, but from something that's like self-published, why?
Well,
Like-
I mean, I don't want to play devil's advocate here, but like, if I had a wife that had a business or whatever, or I had a family member or somebody that I would put in the ad as well, but I wouldn't put it in the middle of my book. It would be at the very back page or something. You know what I mean? If it is the whole nepotism thing or whatever, but like I can understand why it's there.
It should have been a cigarette ad.
Well,
Yeah.
but it's also that makes it not was it medium male? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah. If that right there would disqualify it from media mail.
Yeah,
Because
because it's
it's an
got ads in
advertisement.
it.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, well,
And I don't
It
know if
feels
you're
like
a creator or
so-
not, but media mail is an easy way of shipping comic books.
Yeah, it's a difference between a $5 shipping
it's
bill
just
and a
like this
$25.
ad just
Yeah.
has nothing to do with anything. Like if it was a basic Ripa ad, buy a shirt, at least it would be themed correctly or something.
Well, at least
Yeah.
it made his wife happy. She
know,
would
it'd
have
been
been
hilarious
She
if
would
it
have been
was a-
real mad if he said no.
It would have
Yeah.
been hilarious if it was just a please subscribe. I'd like that actually. I'd actually think,
No.
man, the balls on this guy.
Scribe Comics says, guys, leave a little Isom alone.
Yeah.
He's been through enough.
So going back to stuff that doesn't seem to matter to this particular volume, we go to the farm again and we get introduced to all these characters who have boring conversations.
Oh,
And we have a white farmer that uses the word fam. So I instantly started laughing out loud because he talks just like Ripa.
he said
um,
fam.
He said fam. He's a white farmer in the country. That's where we are. Back in.
Instead of the
the country.
dreaded N word. What are you
See,
doing
we're
here?
back in the country. That's where we
Oh, okay.
are. I don't
Yeah.
know where the hell that is. But we're
It's
told
it's where black guys never go.
well, there's at least one of them.
What?
And they have this conversation that's 2 pages, has little to do with anything so far. We get to Isom. Isom breaks out.
Like
This
a
actually-
disease. It's like I got the virus of Isom.
He's out here. He's in the streets. He's gonna- this is a pretty decent page. Talks about him going to a place where no one's really gonna see this is weird. But then there's this weird thing about this chick showing up, and she's like says, "Hey, I'm hitting on you." And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna act awkward about it, and it's never really going to mean anything whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I guess it's supposed to be flavor, but it feels like it's very punctual, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Well,
and then we have,
he's got to get hit on by some random white blonde,
as one does.
He's
dressed like she's going to Coachella in the back alley. Yeah, like actually, that is a thing. Like she looks very awkwardly dressed for that location.
Right? Yeah, he's like, white bitches just want me.
She's got leopard print tight short pants.
You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I
Dude, I want to make a poster of just some dude that says white bitches want me.
Yeah. That's it. Anyways,
that's what he was thinking.
Not Ripa goes to meet his sister, who is also not Ripa, but they both talk like Ripa. And I'll say this is probably the most like natural conversation, because I'd imagine since they both grew up together, and a lot of what they say makes Jasmine, the woman they're going after, at this point I kind of forgot she's just an intern, because they talk about her.
Oh, she's not the sister?
Like they've been growing up together forever.
Yeah.
As far as I know, Jasmine's just an intern.
Okay, no. I think she is the youngest sister.
Is she?
And they never explicitly call, like, because I bought the companion book, like the character dossiers, and I think it says that Jasmine is his like youngest sister or something.
Also, I want to say,
I thought she was like someone that their mother took under her wing or something.
Yeah.
I'll say this, in a comic book, we have no idea what she looks like yet, and we're nearing the halfway point. All right, now we go back to the farm, and this is the weirdest one, because this is basically Isom calling his friend / boss, says, I'm going to be a while. And his boss is kind of like walking away from this conversation. He's on the phone. He gets in the vehicle up here, which is cool. Everything looks fine so far, other than what the usual. He's in his vehicle and he stops. He pulls over, gets out. He's walking up, and then it looks like he has a gun out right here.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he has it's a gun, right? Like,
yeah. I don't think that's his boss either. That's the guy that works for him. Isom owns this ranch.
It sounds like
niece.
This guy worked.
Could it be her niece, Chris?
Now, or. The reason I'm pointing this out is because, like, I've read through it a couple of times now. I don't think this ever comes up again. I don't think this character ever comes up again. The idea of him having a gun now.
He's my favorite character. He's clearly a true patriot. I like this guy.
So we don't know why he has a gun. We don't know what he's doing here. Why
wouldn't you?
So he's kind of like that guy that walked up the stairs to the last episode of season 1 of Happy Days and just never showed up again.
The older brother.
Well, first of all, as a white guy with a gun, why would you not just walk around with it?
Yeah, but you don't aim it down a doorway. Anyways, we get some more play face. We get basic conversation. This one I didn't like too much. It says sis up here in the, like, we go over here. This little conversation box, I've read enough of these. It says that night, and he's talking to his sis. You only know because at the way top, it's barely etched in there. This little white text where my finger is. And I point that out because it took me a second to realize that, because neither of these conversations back and forths are actually named like in our real phones, which would have helped in a visual conversation over a cell phone. Which is another aspect, because it's just, it feels lazy. Like, just a lot of this feels lazy.
What?
And also the white
What you're talking about.
The space between here also feels a little chunky throughout the entire thing, and I don't know why. That might just be a personal taste, but I feel like the space between the negative space between the borders kind of feels chunky. I'm not sure why. That might just be me, but a lot of this
because the bottom, the panel 3 and 4 are together, whereas panel 1 and 2 and 3 are separated. If you go back and see it, and it's a really fat white line. It's like, and then on this page, like, it's blended panels.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and that
so
keeps happening is a lot.
And then and the page before it is it's kind of black.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's offsetting. Yep.
Anyways, we get more characters that I actually don't think this has anything to do with the story either. They kind of talk about purchasing this place, and doing evil, nefarious things, and
Hell
then they
yeah.
go away forever, which is another
Forever.
reason. Like, once again, this is bloated because there's so much pages, at least 20 or so pages, that have nothing to do with the unfolding mystery of where is Jasmine. And then finally here he's passing this girl and he stops and he looks back and he says, Jasmine, is that you? I think it's that girl anyways. It might be another girl he passes. Yeah, right here. He talks to her a little bit and we finally technically see Jasmine because, well, yeah, we see her here. We finally see Jasmine. We haven't seen her at this point, so we have no idea she's Jasmine until he points her out in a visual story.
Yeah.
You know, just another notch. And it's just continuously shit like that. And we get into another fight scene with the exact same goons from before. So we're not even like changing up locations much. He's just like, I went here before. I'm going here again. I'm here now.
As a superhero, bouncers at a club are your biggest problem.
Well, disrespecting bouncers.
And he gets into the club. This is where I really noticed it here. I'm sure somebody's probably already done this, what I'm called page flip. But like, you got this open scene here, the bouncers across the room.
Yeah.
And then the fight continues, starts breaking out. We go to the next scene, and this guy's coming through a separate door on this big panel up here. But the thing is, this panel is just a clone of this panel here. If I flip through them quickly, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Let me hold it up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Just drag and drop.
That is insulting. And I was just doing this for like 2 minutes. Just
Yeah, he should have mirrored that angle. He should have mirrored that angle too, because like if the angle is going from the top left to the bottom right, and you know the guy the laid out bouncer, if you swapped that and you had that now going from the right to left, so the top right down to the lower left, it would be a mirror and it would give you a better like kind of positional representation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some more very still action happens. Doesn't feel like anyone's really moving or hitting anything.
Dude, Marvel and DC are shaking in their fucking boots.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is, and there's really not much to say. He fights the same guy again at the end, and he wins this time. Once again, all the characters and little side plots never come up again. This is him still winning. Him still fighting the same guy. Like, there's a lot of pages of him fighting the one guy. Let's just go to some random one because this is probably the only one I kind of like. They still feel like they're thrown in there, but I like the lighting. I like the lighting.
I like the contrast.
The contrast is great. They did a good job on the colors there. They look less like clay in the dark, so it actually works. Overall, the fight, I don't think it's bad, but just like you said, it's 3D assets. It feels like it. They don't feel like they're fighting. They feel like they're just staged, and it subtracts from everything all the way through. Like, it's competently done, but there's layers of laziness or style
zero
failure.
backgrounds.
Hey, look, he's doing the Hulk versus Loki thing on that panel.
There's no backgrounds.
Not really either.
Where it says wham.
A lot of the buildings look very uninspired as well.
Of course.
It's also anatomically like the figures
still
are fighting
the
because they're
same
3D.
guy.
No background.
Well, but like there's no foreshortening or like can't like in comics like there is no subtle movement. Everything is over the top.
Yeah.
And he's got the models doing over the top, but he doesn't have the foreshortening or like the camera, you know what I mean? Where like the hand is a lot bigger than the head because it's coming for, you know,
That's true.
because it's all 3D. It's all just models.
It
that are
feels
perfectly
flat. It feels like
Yeah.
I'm seeing backgrounds with stickers slapped on top of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, or a single model that's rotated.
So
And then
this
we
is
get
what he
this-
does with his color forms.
We finally get to see the little girl show up.
$3 million.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And she has
3.7, I think. Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, so the little girl finally shows up. He goes over to his sister's house and I found Jasmine. She didn't want to come back with me, but I think something's up, so I'm gonna go back a third time. And then he kind of just hugs this little girl who talks about how great he is as an uncle. And I'd say one good thing is she is actually written like a little girl for the most part. And I will be reviewing a separate comic book later on of a little girl who's not written like a little girl, and it sticks out. This one does a much better job at it. But even then, still pretty clunky dialogue and very forced delivery. But I believe that, that's a little girl's dialogue. Instead of just
similar
Ripper.
IQ.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm just
So
joking.
very much we get the bad guy here saying, I'm going to be bad and I'm going to kill Avery. And I think this scene is actually done pretty well. Kind of shows off the crime element, besides the usual detractions.
But that is quite an escalation there from going from, as you know, we are friends to I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
it
how
was
it
like
escalated
on
from
a
the very
dime.
beginning, which blew me off. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
from
yeah,
the
we're all
beginning.
friends and shit. But in school, you were a piece of shit, and I hate you. And now I'm gonna get my
Yeah.
bouncer to beat the shit out of you. And you're like,
And
wait,
I should
what?
also notice that the sister works for this mega corporation thing that we get the name. I forget what it's called, but it seems to be pivotal to the story in some way, but we never get insight to it. But this is a place we go to where he has his
The Incredibles.
costume hidden.
Edna mode.
And this is the lab we get introduced to, but something tells me we're not going to stick around in this lab. And it makes me feel like we should have been in the sister's work environment, getting introduced to that instead. There's just like a really lot of bloat. And like you said, it ends with him getting his costume.
There you
And
go.
As soon as I
Last page.
seen that, I felt like it's like this is the end of the first arc in a real story. This page should have been somewhere over
Yes.
here.
It should have been before he got into all this fights. Yep.
Yes. Even that, like he gets his ass kicked, then he gets his costume and he's powered up and he faces someone even more powerful after he beats the other guy real easy that he defeated once in one punch, instead of just recycling enemies and introducing all these characters don't have anything to do with each other. Anyways, the rest of the book is Rippa there kind of showing off, which is perfectly fine. I think that's a nice page.
Self-promotion, yeah.
That's perfectly fine. We get a couple pages of a separate comic book here, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to be combined to our overall story. I don't think it is, which is once again fine because I've seen a lot of these samples at the end. So you get yourself a sample. I wasn't too impressed, primarily because of the coloring again. The characters look very clayish, and I don't like the coloring on this, and the name Norfolka kind of sucks. Overall, I think the idea of a superhero band is actually pretty cool and could be really, really metal, but I wasn't impressed with this book at all. It is very much first draft, the comic book. It has potential, but it requires another 3 or 4 drafts to iron out all the BS, to flesh out the actual story and extend that story to where it needs to be to have a satisfying conclusion.
Yeah. Well, like one thing, like James, you know how you pointed out when you first open it up there, it starts off with 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at the 2 weeks ago, and then flip over to where they introduce Avery. Is that one or 2 pages?
Yeah, this is like
It says earlier somewhere on there.
Earlier, Shadow Valley. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we going on? 2 weeks ago and then earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we never see now. We never see where it says now. So I'm lost as to where this is and
Actually right,
what's going on.
Do we get it now?
You know what would have been nicer is if
We don't
it
get it
either
now.
started in the past. Like it started in the
Actually,
past.
this
and then,
technically never leaves the past.
yeah, there's no like
We're always
there's
2
no
weeks
like
ago.
2 weeks later. Well, because it
Yeah.
does like the 2 weeks before, and it's like if you would have just started it and this
Clunky.
is normal time,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
said 2 weeks later,
Yeah.
Or-
that works way better.
yeah, or started with the now time and then did the flashback.
Well,
2
that's
weeks
kinda
early.
Well,
gets
we
back
got
to
2
my,
weeks ago and then earlier 2 weeks ago. What I'm lost.
But that goes back to my initial complaint. There is that it feels like it's only a portion of a story. It's only the beginning half of a story. We're still in the opening segment of the 2-week period.
2 weeks.
And we're introduced to all these characters that don't have anything to do with the comic book whatsoever, and we spend over a dozen pages on them. And
dude, have you ever heard of like a backdoor pilot?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that term? So in TV shows where like the Brady Bunch, where they had that episode with Dwayne and Steve, and you're like, what the hell are these kids? And it was to be a backdoor pilot for a basically a spin-off show.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this book felt like to me. It was like a bunch of backdoor pilots where it's like we're introduced to Norfolka. Okay, we're introduced to Alphacor.
Yeah.
We're introduced to Yaira. And it's like sorry.
Honestly, I see Norfolka is a pseudo post-credit scene.
but it's like all of these. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be an asshole. Like that's terrible. But
I just kind of see Alphacor, or not Alphacor, the Norfolka. It's kind of like I'm pretty sure this one has it as well. Usually, this is the only one that doesn't. Usually, Mad Cave Comics in the back they have like a little sampler of 4 or 5 pages of a separate comic.
Yeah,
kind of give you. So I kind of see it as that, you know.
Yeah, but it's like Yaira's inclusion in the story was completely like from a first book. It didn't add to the story. It just it was like a J.J. Abrams like what the hell just happened kind of thing. Yeah, and then like they even the Alphacor thing where it's like I understand that like he's developing a universe. He wants to get the Rippaverse. He wants to get multiple characters, multiple books launched and stuff. But like this is what DC Cinematic Universe made the same mistake when they made the Justice League movie so that they could catch up to Marvel with the Avengers Assemble movie.
Chris, they actually have a universe. Like they have different cities in the world.
And this jumped the gun to it.
They could go to different planets. Everything in Rippaverse stays in Flores Park. His universe is like 3 blocks.
Yeah, but it's like he's trying to establish
block.
Well, he's trying to establish multiple universes, like comic, And the thing is like it's like juggling. You got to be able to toss one ball first and get people to follow that and be like, okay, I'm behind this. I like this before you start inundating all of these other like side. Because like if nobody gives a shit about your main character, then nobody's going to give a shit about your spinoffs, and that's what these are. Like spinoffs, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
very, very. He was shoehorning in all his future plans in the current.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
let this slow brew. Like, dude, let us like ISOM. Let us get have us give us time. First. Yeah, get to know the guy and be like, okay, this is a badass. But no, we literally got he got upstaged in his own book. Like, why is she even on the cover? Like, I know this is a variant.
I will say this, and I might be the odd man out on this. Mm-hmm. I do think Yaira's costume there looks really cool.
Oh yeah,
it's a fine costume. She doesn't wear it in the thing, but
I noticed that. But I mean, that is really cool looking, and it is unique amongst a lot of superhero costumes.
So I will be back right now. Someone's knocking at my door. I will be back, and we will give a final rating on this.
It's Rippa's at his door, man.
Yeah. I don't like. Aaron knows this. Like, I told him, because we were gonna review some books and stuff. And I'm like, dude, if there's a book that I don't like, I don't want to go on camera and give it negative, rip into it, because it's like I don't want to be the asshole. I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want to be the guy that's like, hey, it's this and this, because I'm not an expert on this, coming there's a lot of arrogance where people come we know people that talk like they're these absolute experts in everything, and they start talking down to people, and it really pisses a lot of people off, especially when we're all supposed to be kind of helping each other. That's the whole point of CG and the whole point of indie comics. But when I read this, dude, I was telling Aaron, I'm like, I don't want to review this one on camera because I don't want to shit on this, man.
No one reviewed it as first. So before it came out, everyone was saying, I mean, Ryan Cannell was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to review this when it comes out. Everyone was saying, oh, I can't wait to come out. And a few people were saying, I'm going to review it. And it was dead silence because people did not want to trash on it.
Yeah.
And people had nothing good to say about it. It was Dick Masterson that kind of broke the ice. And he just gave a decent kind of analysis to it, what was wrong with it. And dude, the blowback from Ripa, he was chipping out in his chair like, I'm critiquing your critique. And it was like, what is going on with this dude?
Yeah, I don't want to address what Arthur Roy was saying there. He said, second theory, the item comics was originally written as a video game. Same meandering story, rescue, collect token, power-ups, etc. No, that would have been cool. He didn't do that.
I wrote video games. But it just, like, that's the other thing is there's that fear of reprisal. As a creator, I want to stay far away from, like, I want legitimate criticism. I want people like, I didn't buy your book because I didn't like this, or I didn't buy your next book because I didn't like this, or there were certain things that I disliked or whatever. That's criticism I can work with. I'm a UX designer in my day job, so negative feedback is very helpful to me. But like the reprisal, like when when Aaron got jumped on, like dogpiled by like a clan essentially, when he's like stood up for for BA, and it was like, guys, this is unnecessary. Like that whole like slides the money in the shirt and slaps you in the cheek. It's like, I realize your comics a piece of shit and it ain't selling, so I bought all your comics. Blah, blah, blah.
And I was very generous on it when I first read it. I'm like, I'm not sure yet, but I don't have the whole story yet, so I'm still willing to give it a chance. The problem is, even though the excitement died down by the time number 2 came out, and even though I got number 2. Mm-hmm. I still never got off my butt and bothered to read it. I have it. I don't even know where it is. It's in here somewhere, and I just kind of lost all interest by the time it came out because the hype wore down, and I realized I didn't really care.
Well, that's I really wish like because like I think the potential is off the charts. Like, dude, like Matt, there is serious magic here, okay? And like, had he released like a beta, like here's like here's the first story essentially, for free. Go read this on the website to give you a taste of what's coming, and then that's where you get your negative feedback. You pivot, you correct, you address, and then you're like, okay, polish it.
He not only did he not seek out like feedback, he actively refused help from professionals. He had access to all the big guys, Shane Davis, Ethan Van Sciver. They were all offering to read and comment, and he was like, no.
Damn.
Okay, Arthur Roy, fair enough. He didn't know what he's doing.
Anyways, I'm back. There was these 2 black guys outside, and they threw a hood over my head, and then he tried to beat me up and drag me into a car. And they were actually quite successful.
I know.
Then they took me down to some lake I never been to before, and they said, today you're sleeping with the crocodiles. And they threw me in there, and I heard a gigantic hiss of a creature as I was trying to swim for my life. I said, no, it's a crocodile. It jumped out of the water and said, no, I'm a comic skater.
Yeah.
He dragged me out of the water, and he threw me in his SUV, and we came all the way back, and he's good. He said, go in there and save the world. So I came back, and we're here now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it totally happened. So overall, this is first draft. I see potential in it, but not enough for me to actually want to dig in and see what's there. A part of it is taste, because I genuinely don't like too much superhero content. It's what I got for the last 30 years of my life, so I like to mix it up. And so overall, like, knowing that there's this in the reprints, that it doesn't have this bad punch. I think it's before this was the bad punch.
The intestinal bloody punch.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. I actually really like the fact that my copy has that, and he's trying to get away from it, because now it feels extra special. Which is this book's a very back of the bus special in a lot of ways, but that one makes me feel extra special.
Oh yeah, mine has that too. I never even noticed that before.
Yeah,
until you pointed it out today.
It's bad. It's so bad. Everything about this is bad across the board. Like my final rating on this piece of garbage is 300,021.5. The weakest book on this damn show.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So what's an ISOM copy running for today? Like, what did you pick this up for?
This was $16.
Wow, I could have sent you mine. We could have cost more for shipping.
Yeah.
So you know what that means, boys and girls.
No.
What?
Oh,
this
shit!
piece of garbage
No!
is not worth my time. It's not worth my shelf space. It's a joke. It's something that you laugh at with your friends, you point at because it's bad. I'm sorry, I'm running out of space. I don't got time for something that's a waste of money. All right, a waste of talent. Okay, like this reminds me of the acting in the terrible movie of damn it. What's that third terrible movie of the gangster trilogy that's supposed to be good? One of you guys knows it. Throw it out there.
The Godfather?
The Godfather. All right. Eric July is the daughter of that one dude from The Godfather who wanted to be the main character and turn into a star. He decided to write this piece of garbage himself, and it shows. Okay, I'm sorry, but so much people failed on so much levels with this. Okay, the writers failed horrifically. The editors, if there were any, failed. His friends failed him. All right. If you're my friend and I produce something this terrible, okay, you must hate me as a human being if I were to show you this beforehand, because this is just, oh my goodness, I'm gonna burn this. I'm gonna set this on fire. I'm gonna wipe my ass with this. I'm gonna piss on this. I need to just get this off of this planet because this cannot exist in the same reality as me. That's how terrible this absolutely is. Okay, this book insults me. It insults comic fans. It has the audacity to call itself great for people to stand up for this. I'm sorry, but why are you trying to poison yourself? Does your stomach hurt already? Because look at this. This is terrible. Nobody likes this. People have this on their shelves and haven't even freaking opened it. I've read this thing, and I'm sorry. This is an insult to stories. This is an insult to stories. This is an insult to hope itself, man.
Yeah, but James, which was your favorite part?
My favorite part was the last page because I knew it was over.
Oh damn!
Where's my trash? Throw this away now.
Oh
my gosh! It makes this book look good. Wow. It failed on every front. The artwork on every page felt compromised. Every page was compromised. I don't know what to
Corey
say.
says you got to burn it. Make sure it don't come back from the dead.
It's gonna come after me, boys. Okay.
Well, that's what we're talking about, James. Before when you were out getting beaten up by the two black guys. What I was saying was like anybody that gave this like negative feedback of any kind, criticized it when it was in its heyday.
Yeah.
Like they got like dogpiled and stuff. Like they got attacked, and it was like, how do you improve your product if you're not willing to accept any like feedback? Oh well, that's not legit. That's just haters. I don't hate this. I know there are some people on this panel that I don't have anything personal against the guy, whatever. And I didn't like this book. And I'm trying to be honest. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole. And I'm sure you could shit all over my stupid elf book all you want. But, like this was a genuine, like, a critique. A genuine, like, anybody that's ever been to art school knows you have to separate yourself from your art. Yeah. And people, he had, I think it was Frederick was saying, he had the opportunity of getting some really heavy hitters in the industry or who have been in the industry to help you edit it and refine your product and make it really, really good. Because he had the platform, man. That's what got him the 3 million whatever. Is he had the platform. He had like Blaze Media. He had his music career. He had his YouTube channel. Like that's a lot of stuff. Most of us won't ever have. You know.
And there's also something I do have to appreciate him for, even though the comic was a huge disappointment. The fact that he was such a big personality, putting that out there, put so much energy into the indie community. And that's how it was that event that got me to meet many of you guys and then more of you afterwards. You know, we all kind of, you know, meet friend to friend network kind of, because I mean, it was through Drink with Crazy's YouTube channel. I ended up meeting everybody else, all the other creators and stuff. So I'm always going to appreciate that. I just wish the book was good.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I know. Oh, sorry.
I don't believe this book was made or at least helmed by somebody who really understood comics.
Oh no, he clearly doesn't. We've like we could determine that from his live conversations and his interviews with people. Like one person asked him, like at one point, like just like was talking about amazing fantasy number 15, and Eric's eyes glazed over, and he kind of understood that he didn't get the reference. It's like, wait, you know what Amazing Fantasy 15 is, right? And Eric kept trying to change the topic, and the dude was like, "Oh shit, you don't know what Amazing Fantasy
wasn't that? Maybe I don't either. Was that Spider-Man?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I would recognize it by the actual cover because that's an iconic one. But saying the comic number, I wouldn't have got either.
Yeah. There you go.
And it's okay, you don't have to know everything, but the fact that he was also incredibly arrogant about it. He was
well, of course, he's always arrogant.
Yeah, but he got so much help from people and gave none.
Hostile.
Gave none back. He was hostile. He was like, he was writing night letters, actually acting like the fucking mafia behind the scenes.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, that's why Ethan Van Sciver turned against him, because he basically sent him a night letter saying, you know, you can't talk shit about ISOM or else he won't be able to hold back all the critiques of his friends against Ethan. You know, it's like, so EVS was like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to be threatened. I'm not going to be intimidated by a guy who just came into the business. And that's when Trashcast was born.
Yeah. Wow. I guess, you know, like, I don't think he has really a cultural understanding of these characters. It kind of comes off to me as somebody who really liked the movies and maybe picked up a volume of something here or there, but you know, people underestimate art forms they don't really understand, and they go into them, and that's what happens.
It's also not all critics make good creators. Like, it's easier to criticize than it is to create.
It is,
and that's what his platform was all about. It was criticizing, you know, the current Marvel and DC slot.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know if this makes me the Philistine, but like, I actually liked his breakdowns and overviews of certain comic stories.
So I'm with you. I used to watch him for that.
Yeah. I think he does those really well. I just did not like ISOM. And I feel bad that I have to be, you know, kind of apologetic, because I don't want to get dogpiled or anything, but it's like, I'm sorry. I didn't, you know, it just wasn't for me, you know, and I'm sure you could say the same about my book or some of the books that I really liked. You could say you got terrible taste, whatever. I just didn't like that book.
I think the dogpiling's over. Like, we're not in the heyday anymore. People are leaving the Rippaverse now. Officially, they're leaving on their own, but like, the explanations are dubious. A lot of people think they're being laid off with NDAs. It seems that way, but you know, who knows?
Oh, I almost NDA'd myself.
Well, I saw the Yaira sculpture. I don't know if that was the Todd McFarlane one or what. That looked really cool, dude. Like, you know, I don't know enough about the series or anything to say if it was a good character or not, but I really liked it. Reminded me of those Overwatch statues. And it's like, damn,
Yaira was so the statue looks like one of the Soska sisters, actually. And the book was written by the Soska sisters. And it also, like, I've seen reviews of that book. I've never bought that one. I like, after the first ISOM book, I was like, okay, I made a mistake. First, you support something with it, and he never showed us any of the art. That's kind of why I bought the book. I'm like, all right, I'm not comfortable buying a book where I can't see interiors, but fuck it. Like the hype was so big. I was like, okay. And I got it when he lowered the price down to $5. So I got it for $5. I got it direct from him for $5.
You got a Steam sale.
Yeah. And so there's similar critiques to the Yaira book by the Soska sisters. I think it's got its own problems. They're not amazing writers either. I don't think it's as bad as I saw.
There was a lot of hype for them too, because they used to write Black Widow.
Oh,
yes.
Like, as someone who I haven't bought any of his books or anything, but just kind of like as an outsider looking in, Yaira was his biggest product. I know he made most on ISOM, but like original idea, because like ISOM seems to be just a self-insert,
Well, everyone was excited about Yaira when they saw ISOM 1. They're like, oh, who is this character?
Yeah,
she's interesting.
Backdoor pilot.
Because she's striking.
Backdoor
Well,
pilot.
yeah. Everybody likes a hot blonde. I'm sorry,
Well, she's a snow bunny.
Easy sale.
Yeah, it really is. Like, if you want to get on easy mode on like YouTube, just be a hot chick, and if you're a hot blonde, you're going right to the top.
Art of Roy says his breakdowns were not real. They sounded exactly like someone wrote it for him. Real comic nerds, no phonies when we see and hear them. Right on, man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Now here's the real bummer, though. Imagine if it was actually good.
Yeah.
What that would have done for indie creators all over the place.
It would have been.
It would have drawn so much more, not just to his own stuff, but to all of us. It would have been like a rising tide raises all boats.
Well,
if it was good, it would have done so much more for the indie creative community.
Well, I'm
It would
glad
have
it
been
wasn't.
like Image in the 90s.
No, but I'm glad it wasn't good, because seeing his personality, he's such a, like, he lies even when he doesn't need to. He's such he's the type of person that does not return favors. He does not do anything voluntarily to help the medium. That's another way he doesn't love comics, because he's not helping any other creators. He doesn't care about why should I help you? What's in it for me?
He doesn't care about the market.
He doesn't care about the market.
I've seen him give shout outs before, but it was like for people who don't need shout outs.
But that was after he got hounded for what I just said. That's when everyone was like dogpiling him and saying, you haven't helped anyone. And then so like naturally he came in and helped a handful of people who didn't need it, like you said.
Right. Just gotta make up his quota there. But anyways, guys, I gotta take care of my dogs. I can hear them scratching my door. I gotta take them outside.
Well, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I did not
Next
expect
time.
that. That was legendary. Thank you, James.
Yeah, it's gonna be great
Thanks,
next
man.
time. We got many more comics to check out.
Yeah.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
James.
And
So
it's all
you're gonna
uphill
clip that.
from here.
Dude, clip that and make that a short.
Dude, I've been I started doing that last week. So how do I get back into the presentation?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I started doing that.
Yeah, put the oh.
Wow. I really
It's Frederick's artwork.
sounded so disappointed.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
Oh,
Yes.
we gotta upgrade. It's too pixely, Wrangler. We have to upgrade that image. Like
Kind of, man.
yeah. Gotta use the better scan. I gotta send you a mid-range scan, which is
All right. We'll do that one instead.
Yeah.
All right.
Now you're
Yeah.
talking.
And it's still Frederick's artwork.
That's right. Corey says, was the hype really that big for it? $3.7 million worth
Yeah, that's
on a comic where
mean-
you saw no samples.
yeah, for somebody that sold a product sight unseen, like love them or hate them, you got to respect that kind of hustle. That's really impressive. Like I couldn't think of who else do you think could pull off something like that that's never created before. So you're an unproven product, you're an unproven creator, and you get 3 point whatever in sales for your first product.
Yeah, well, you have to be an influencer, right? It's
Yeah,
all
it'd have
about
to be somebody on the internet fame level, someone like Tim Pool or something like that. To pull that
well,
off.
that's dude. Honestly, that's what's depressed me a lot. Is like I think it was Dave Brink pointed out about the whole like hate the creator but have an awesome book versus a pretty mediocre book with a great creator. And like it kind of shines light on like the whole social media popularity contest stuff where it's like a lot of comics have become like almost like YouTube channel swag, you know, or merch, where it's like, yeah, it's a secondary or tertiary thing instead of like, yeah, we're here to do comics, man. Like, oh, nice shot. We're, you know, we want to geek out about like our products or products that we've recently purchased. Like James's thing, like how many people go through books like that? Like that's the stuff that I want to see, you know, like, there's a couple of them on here, but like they don't get the love, they don't get the traffic that like, you know, the guy that the critics that like to shit on stuff and then, you know, make 3 point whatever with the backing of Blaze Media and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You said it, like he had backing as well, and he was on the news. He was on. You had like the Friday Night Tights crew who were like promoting him. All of them were looking forward to it. This comic, ironically. Yeah. And there was like crickets when it came out because they knew it was shit. And
well, at least in a few months, I'm going to be doing another full spoiler coverage video when Rattel comes out. I haven't done a in over a year.
Yeah, well, it should not be a few months. I mean, I'm working. I've talked with the printer. I'm getting the stuff out. Like I'm working on it daily now. So the lettering's done. I'm prepping everything for the right template. I was working on the cards, the trading cards this morning. So all I need to do is add the text to the trading cards and all the stats. So the cards have like, you know, the perception, stamina kind of stats.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been well over a year since I did. The first one I did was for Mike Barron's Private American. Then I did Aaron's Immortal Rising, and then I did what was it, Aguila? And and then I did the entire Metroid manga, and kind of exhausted myself on that one.
You got to pace yourself when it comes to manga.
Well, a lot of the nice thing about it was I had the entire game series soundtrack to score the thing with. So
yeah. Well, hey, maybe someday Infinito Chronicles will make its way over there.
Well, I do have the digital, so it's quite possible. If you wouldn't object to it, I just might.
Yeah, no problem. So seriously, I've had like, because I feel like as a creator, I spent 4 years getting that stupid book out because of all sorts of bullshit that was going on. But we got the book out, and I fulfilled it in about a month after, you know, the campaign ended, and it felt like I just like flushed it down the toilet, like I just sent it into the void. And the people that did respond, that they did like the unboxings or they did the like reviews and stuff, I put it up on the site because I was like, oh, thank God. Like somebody read my book. It wasn't just like a bunch of canary cage liner that I sent out, you know, for like, because it took me a month to fulfill that on my own. Like,
but if I end up doing that, I'm going to have to talk to you a lot because I want to make sure I have name pronunciations correct.
That's, you know, I'm kicking myself for that because I found that even Infinitail itself, you know, a portmanteau of infinite and tail, it's virtually unpronounceable to most Australians and Brits for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, Don Chin called me infantile, and I was like, oh, man.
Wow.
And Don, I love Don Chin. He's an awesome guy, but I was just like, seriously, man?
Yes, do support Immortal Rising #3. And to be honest, I would say wait for Corey's cover. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Are you going to make a trading
that
card, Aaron, of the cover this time again?
I could. I don't know. I haven't really thought about all of the bells and whistles yet.
Sure,
so
yeah.
I still have like final edits on my mind and stuff like that. So
yeah, no, I hear you. It's so overwhelming. Like this is the first time I'm shipping my own comic.
Yeah.
And there's a lot. You got to take care of everything, and you can't fuck up because it's permanent.
Yeah.
And people like James are going to tear your comic on stream.
Oh, by the way, I just want to say thank you, Wrangler, for that awesome review that you did of it.
Yeah.
It was so fun. I sent that out, like, you know, to people that have that know about the project and all that stuff. And you know, like one of them was my design, a character design artist that like I worked with at the very begining. He thought it was great. He's like, that is a great review.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it because it would suck if I did a whole thing like that and then the people who made it saw that and went, I don't like what he's doing with it.
No, it was super fun. Yeah, you should do more of those. It looked like
I would have done number 2 as well, but I don't have a digital copy. I couldn't.
I have the digital copy. I can send it to you, Wrangler, with Aaron's permission, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yep. Yeah,
All
definitely.
right.
And actually,
I now have a computer that can handle it. That's the whole reason. That's another big reason I stopped doing those. Is my little laptop was really slowing down and it couldn't handle the video editing anymore.
Yeah, you put a lot of work into that. I watched it as well, and it's a whole lot of work into that review. It was really in depth, and
that's
a lot of love went into it. To be honest,
shit, man.
So I'm also going to I'm going to drop in the chat my link tree. You can find me on Global Comics, on Comicsgator, stuff like that. So let me see where else. My YouTube, me on X. I have a shirt website as well. So I'll just put that in the. There
please do, man. Please do.
Boink.
Corey says, "Does Infinite Tail have blue elf babe in it?"
Infinite Tail.
Yeah, it has. It does have elf babes in it, but it also has fawn babes. I don't know if that's
there we go.
I think you should read. You should read between the lines there.
That's furry material.
Yeah, there's no blue though, unfortunately. So.
I think Corey's sending you a message. You know?
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. Like on air. Yeah, dude, Corey, we got to meet up, man. Because I'd love to have you do a piece for Infinite Tail.
He only does blue babes though, so you're gonna have to.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because you got a lot of babes in your story, man. Dude.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the point. Is they're all pretty
send me
people.
your trailer so we could play it towards the end of the show. I've got everybody's trailers but yours. Same goes with you, Aaron.
Yeah.
Like if you can
Well, I
send
was gonna say like a couple minutes ago. So the trailer is in production too. Jose hit me up because I was like, dude, I hope everything is cool with you because he lives in Mexico, and he said that there's like a couple trucks on fire not far from him, kind of thing. But
that was
always with the excuses. Oh, my country's under
is he
war.
Yeah. No, like all joking aside, he doesn't live near Puerto Vallarta, does he? Like, is he okay? Or?
He's in Mexico City, but still, like that cartel is across the whole country. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but send our prayers out to Jose.
Yeah,
and his
for real.
family.
All jokes aside, we wish him well.
He's doing an AI trailer for me, and it's he said it's about 80% done. So and it should.
And he's an animator.
Well, he's using AI, so I'm not sure if he's just doing like snippets of Grok or what. So, but it'll be cool. I did a parody song from I don't know. You guys, I don't want to spoil it. You guys, it's not comedy. By parody, I just mean I used a common song that you guys would recognize, and then I just changed the lyrics to fit the Immortal Rising story that so far. So you like it.
Instead of Comic Skater, it goes Immortal Rising.
What'd be funny is if you did something to the tune of "We Didn't Start the Fire" and just went through everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I need to take off, so I will see you guys.
Thank you so much, Aaron. Make sure you do a special event when you push out the trailer. Like, make sure it's on a big stream as you can get on, and like, make an event out of it. I think it would be really cool.
Yeah, I think when I get the Corey Barton cover all finished, situated, and all that, and then also the trailer. Yeah, I'll probably do like a bigger thing.
Do a combo drop. Contact Katie and do it like either on her morning or night stream, and we'll.
Oh yeah,
she has Comicsgate After Dark on Tuesdays, right after this show.
No, I know. I'm usually like I get up early, so I'm.
No, I
usually
understand. Yeah.
But what I'm going to be promoting, so I'm going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Sweet.
All right, guys. I'm
Oh,
out.
hey, there you go. There's
Take care,
Sean.
man. Nice to
Have
see
a
you.
good one, man.
Thanks for coming by.
Yep.
Don says, if anyone needs promotion, there's always the studio. Don't forget about us. That's
Hell yeah,
right.
man.
The studio, they have a very short show that only lasts a few minutes right before the Commandos start on Saturdays, which is odd. I don't know why you would do such a short show, but it's nice.
Well, also, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Chris.
Well, I just wanted to add, like, yeah, I gave everybody that was, generous enough to let me use their platform to promo my book, for the second campaign. There were like inside the fulfillment, inside the box, there was a piece of cardstock that had one of those QR codes or whatever.
Yep.
For every channel that I was on, so you could scan it on your phone and go to those people's channels, because that's how we make it. Is we support the people that are supporting us. Help them help us. So yeah, I'm all for whoever's got these channels, man. Like, thank you.
Art of Roy says that shoulder mountain ridge tangents. Listen, Roy, I put it in I got the shoulder pad coming out enough to
You see them pauldrons.
to break it out of the tangent. But thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, pauldrons kind of made it big in the 90s again, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this is straight out of the 90s. I mean, it's the superhero energy from the 90s, shoulder pad energy, but
Yeah.
you've got the modern kind of setting for the story and all that. And I do appreciate your feedback, Art of Roy. You've been giving me a good feedback on Omer's stream with the Cyberfrog cover thing. Or
When do we get to see Cyberfrog
Or
versus
Warlock.
Hypnotoad?
Wow, wow, wow.
yeah, that'd be good. Immortal Rising #1 full spoiler coverage. Do go and watch it. This is really worth your time. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
not just a talking review. This is a full editing, like a lot of love gone into it review. Brevity is king, Guimond. Well said, sir. Well said.
Well,
Thanks, Dodd. If you ever want to come
you're a
back on,
king.
let me know as well. You're always welcome here.
King Guimond,
Yeah,
Lord
King-
of Brevity.
is King
First of his
Guimond.
name.
The Lord Brevity. Yeah, I like that. I'll take it. All right, gentlemen. This brings us to that time of the show again. I should have this cued better before I introduced it. Here we go.
Convoy, 12 o'clock, on my command! Deploy! Okay, now. Little off course here. Holy mommy fucking shit!
Oh, there they are. Look at these gorgeous sons of bitches.
Every Deadpool
Surprisingly-
has a Peter.
So surprisingly, we get a lot of warnings for that kind of stuff, and AC/DC has not been one of them. So far.
Aw.
You don't get any copyright claims on that at all?
Well, it would only matter if you're actually making money from the stream because they can, take over.
Okay, so you do
your
get the
income.
claim, but not
Yeah.
a strike.
Yeah, but I don't even think I don't think we get it from AC/DC. Like we get it from a couple of other stuff.
Oh shit.
I mean, you get mentioned, right? It's like if I play the Commandos intro, like there's a couple of countries that this stream can be played in.
Oh,
So they still have
claim on your own trailer, dude.
Yeah, we fight for love.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I get a notice when I play my own trailer because there's a copyright by the creator, by the musician, and I have his full permission to play it, but that doesn't mean that YouTube doesn't recognize it and doesn't send it. So, thank you, Derek. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for coming by. Thank you, everyone.
Have a good one, Derek.
Yeah, have a good one.
We'll
See you tomorrow.
we'll go through our guests real quick, starting with Chris here. Chris, give us a little bit of a spiel. Like, what are you working on right now, where you're at, and where can people find you and your books currently?
Sure. So you can find my books at right there in the bottom left there, infinitelchronicles.com. Both books 1 and 2 are available for sale on Amazon, so you don't have to worry about any like dubious websites or whatever. It's literally just Amazon. And I'm working on book 3 right now. Book 2, the crowdfunding campaign, actually came with a 44-page preview of book 3. Excuse me. Of book 3 with our new artist, Nerium Nova. And I've got some feedback from that. So we're going through and making some feedback changes. And I'm now working with her on the second chapter. So 44 pages plus the second chapter pages for book 3, and going through some feedback stuff for that. And there's usually about 3 or 4 chapters per book. So book 3 is looking to be a pretty beefy boy, and book 2 is already 123 pages. So
beefy.
Yeah.
That is big. That's huge for indie comics. That's huge.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like I'm that fine line between comics and graphic novels. And when I originally wrote Infinitel Chronicles, because they're all based off of the game sessions from a tabletop role-playing game that I built or created back in the early 90s. I had this whole thing written out, and it was kind of like the Lord of the Rings, where publisher looked at it and said, yeah, we can't do that in one go. So we're going to have to parcel it out. And I've been doing a lot of choppy and trying to get, I released the first book. It's 54 pages. And that was kind of my sink or swim moment where I was like, is there even market viability for this book? So I didn't make it as beefy as the second or subsequent books. So it came out. People liked it. I got 200 something backers. And then over on Amazon, I got over 300 sales. So I'm like, okay, 500 people seem to like me enough to pay me for this. So I'll make the next one. The next one was more than double the size of the first one. And now we're getting in. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we're getting into like the crux of the story. We're getting into the kind of the actual conflict, whereas the first book was kind of like a setup of the world and introduce you to the characters. So yeah, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get book 3 out in possibly quarter 2, quarter 3 of 2027. So yeah, keep your eyes out. You can follow me on Twitter or X at Infinitel Comic, or again, I regularly post for new stuff on InfinitelChronicles.com. And yeah, thanks for having me, man.
My pleasure, man. I just picked up book 1 on Amazon for $12.53 Canadian.
Woo!
And I'll be having it's Amazon, so I should get it pretty quick. Maybe I'll have it read by next week.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
I've not read a lot of books lately. I'm not going to lie. I've been so busy in pre-press stuff.
My secret is to read it while you're pooping.
Yeah. I poop real quick. That's my problem, though. So.
Oh.
Mr. Wrangler from Frequently Studios. Wrangler, who's frequently here, but he's from Frequency Studios. What are you working on, my good man, and where can people find your books?
You find my books on Amazon, Haley Star, Bad Katie, and Bad Katie, Haley's World. They are magic-fueled sci-fi adventures, and they're good for all ages, so I kept it clean. You can share these stories with your kids without worry. I am currently working on, well, I'm kind of in between. I just finished up recently the first draft for book 3, which is going to be called Mystified Investigations. And then I finally finished up all the journal entries for the epigraphs. And while I'm letting that draft sit, I am now starting on the first draft for book 4, which is United States Stellar Marshals. And Though I'm hoping to have those out later toward the end of this year. So we'll see how the timeline works out. But for now, books 1 and 2 are available. And you can also follow me over on Substack, where I have a short story set in the same universe. Let's see. Boom. With those two guys, one's an LA detective and the other is kind of, you can consider him kind of a PI. They're working together to solve a missing persons case. And yeah, so book 3, Frederick, do you happen to have that commission you did handy?
Well, speaking of that, I've got her right here. I'll be sending those out probably next week. I've got to pack everything. I've got a whole bunch of commissions that need to go out.
They are all grown up now. So, yeah, they're not little kids anymore, and they're going on some bigger adventures. So, yeah, so look forward to that. Like I said, hopefully later this year. If not, then hopefully early next year. A little plasmatic putty tat she blasts out of those things. It's awesome. Yeah. Also, you could check out my YouTube channel, Wrangler212. Do a channel search for @Wrangler212, and it should pop right up. And Monday nights at 8:05 p.m. Eastern, we do a show with many of the same faces you tend to see over here. So that shows the weekly Wing It, and we just tend to hop on, and often no topic or anything. We just get on and start yapping about whatever comes up. Very laid back. It's a hangout show, and just come hang out with us. And if you don't like what we're talking about, say so in the chat. Give us something to talk about, and we'll pretend to address it like we know what we're talking about.
Nice. How about we play that trailer there, Wrangler?
Sure, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Haley and Elizabeth are back, and this time the Spuds are really going to fly. Who's wild? And this time the Spuds are really going to fly. And Haley's world. Who's wild? And this time the Spuds are really going to fly. Who's world? And this time the Spuds are really going to fly.
Yeah, it turns out there's a lot of problems you can solve with an arm-mounted potato gun. By the way, big thanks to James, 1, for not ripping up one of my books, and for 2, making that trailer for me. And the cover art was done by Adrian DKC.
For not ripping it. I hope he doesn't rip up my comic. That's my new fear. My new fear has been unlocked.
Well, you know he'll be brutally honest. You can give him
Yes.
that. If he
Yes.
gives you feedback, it's not going to be blowing smoke up your backside.
That's what makes it hurt even more, though. Is it's the fact that he'd tear up the book? Is that the criticism that is there is like honest, you know?
Yeah. And he's not part of the beta readers, so he's going to have a first. Same as you, Wrangler. I haven't shown you any of the books, so your first contact with it will be all new to you. So I'm looking forward to your first impressions. It's going to be interesting.
I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Oh yeah.
They used to.
Yeah.
Good. Kill Dan Sobel. Nice to see you. I think this is the first time I see you in the chat. Welcome. You're right about the time where we're ending the show, but not before I do my own promo. So I'm working on a little book called Rattel, and this is the comic. This is one of the 4 covers that needs to go out. I need to finish this so the book can be printed. So really quick, I'll be putting that out this week. And let's have a look at the trailer here, done by with the help of Sean Salter and his co-host on the Salty Show, known as Savage.
Our world is crumbling, and most people are blind to it. A young computer whiz named Raimi decides to stand against the rising tide of oppression. only to find himself under the boot of those behind it all. Incarceration only proves to refine his resolve. Divine intervention takes away all fear from him in order to fix a broken system that enslaves us all. There comes a time when good men must ignore bad laws. Raimi dons a mask and becomes Rattel. Rattel uses intelligence and technology to combat ancient and dark forces for justice and a better tomorrow. Will Rattel take down the technocratic tyrants who've harnessed an ancient evil, or be crushed by the invisible hand?
Yeah, I might have to do a remake of that trailer with. I've been playing around with turning illustrations into like Marvel-looking movie versions of it, like photorealistic.
Oh,
it's just been a blast. So it kind of looks like if Rattel has got a movie in the works, a la Marvel.
Hell yeah!
And it's such a freaking trip. I saw Shane put out something today on Twitter with his Glorious Rex with the photorealistic kind of a finish to it. Dude, AI has gotten so powerful. It's interesting.
Yeah.
He fights for truth, justice, and the Canadian way.
Oh, dude, that doesn't mean much anymore. That's almost that's almost a turnoff. Wait, he's Canadian? Oh, hold on. Let me cancel my order. No. And I've also got a website, gentlemen.
Comics Canada!
Quiet! I'm trying to draw. Ugh, you little pest. Just hold still. One more peep and you're in the soup.
Oh, it cracks me up. Dude, when I finished editing that trailer, I kept watching it on repeat for almost an hour. Like,
don't you love that? That's how you know you got something good.
Yeah. I was like, okay, this is actually rewatchable. This is fun. This is like
Peep.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right,
in the soup.
End up in the soup. This is the show. Thank you for
Tonight
watching.
I dine on
Especially if you
turtle
watched
soup.
especially if you watched all the way to the end. I truly appreciate you. We will see you next week. Any last words, gentlemen? This is the outro of the show. It's not like an execution or anything.
Have a great night, everybody, and God bless.
God bless.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you.